Hello YouTube, how you doing? I said a very unusual phrase a moment ago, but unfortunately for you I wasn't recording, so you will never know what it was. Not that you could trust anything chat said. They may say what it was, but I'm not going to confirm or deny what it was. And so preserve an air of mystery around the whole affair. Sound good to you? No? Oh dear. Right then. Sorry. Jesus Christ, calm down. Anyway, let's play some Dwarf Fortress, shall we? Let's take a little look at our fortress and see the situation we currently find ourselves in. Well, I'm not entirely sure the imagery that was crossing my brain was transmitted successfully, but I don't know. I had a very vivid image in my mind, sort of almost never-ending story-esque it was. But anyway, let's take a look at the fortress like I said. It looks like we've got traders in. Have I traded with these traders? Did we do it before the end of the stream, or did we leave it as a cliffhanger? I think we may have left it as a cliffhanger, right? Although it does appear that our trader's already there, which seems fast. Although he could well be forbidden from leaving the area. We could have burrowed him there. That is entirely possible. Is there anything else on the surface that gives any clues as to whether or not we've traded with them? Not really. Let's go down a few floors. It looks like those cage traps are empty again, but I could have sworn at least one of them was refilled. What's the deal here? Why are my cage traps empty now? Okay. Ignore it, it's probably not a problem. Ignore the kittens as well, frolicking in the vomit in our entry corridor. We don't need to pay any attention to them. They'll lick it all off themselves, and if you think too hard about it, it'll probably make your eyes water. Okay, so the food area here is looking not too bad. Production-wise, we are getting a little over-heavy on the sheep. We might need to start pumping up the mint sauce production, because frankly, at the moment, we're running out of real estate where they can eat. Although, I mean, there's nothing to stop us from expanding the area, but do we really need this many sheep knocking around the fortress? Does that seem like a sensible manoeuvre? I'm not sure. Hello, Righteous Boner, welcome back. Thanks for joining us again. Hello, Chunky Nut, welcome back. Thanks for joining us. And yes, that's everybody. That's everybody accounted for. Everybody helloed. It's good. Oh, a little bit of that pinged up my nose when I went down. Oh, yuck. As the no, let's not do that joke. Anyway, back into action. We've got plenty of cheese, obviously, from the red dots on the texture pack here. They are mini baby bells, or they could be Edam. We never know. I'm not really sure of the scale here. Would I be able to see mini baby bells from this distance if I could? If a dwarf is that big, and in the area of a dwarf's footprint we get 5 cheeses, I feel like actually they may not be mini baby bells. They could be Edam. That makes a lot more sense actually. Okay, we're changing our cheeses. No more mini baby bells. It's all Edam from here on in. The clothing area is still very much a mystery to me. I see that we've got tatty clothes appearing in this stockpile still, which is highly annoying, but one day we will get round to fixing this. Apparently we're producing shoes. I don't see any things in Dwarf Therapist at the moment. Oh wait, everybody's short of equipment. Hold on a minute. Keep excess sheep population outside or start butchering. Well, I'd rather butcher, to be honest, Photon Umbra. I would rather butcher because then we get the stuff out of them. If they're out there and a siege turns up, that's all gone. We've lost all productive sheepness about them, so we may as well keep them indoors. We can always just do it. Zoom in, says Sal. Let's zoom in. Let's see what we can see here. Oh, here they are. The mini baby bells are actually obscured by my camera here. And at this level of zooming, I have to come up here, otherwise we can't see them. I mean, they've got to be Edams, right? They're way too big to be baby bells. I could be wrong, though. I could be very wrong. 14 hours of sleep sounds amazing. My fucking mattress ruined my sleep last night. My back felt like it had been twisted in 460 degrees. It was awful. Anyway, enough of this nonsense. Let's come down here. You don't want to hear about my back pain. I mean, that's tedious. Boring. Oh my god, it will make your eyes fall out of your head next time you yawn. Okay, so we've got a graveyard. That's doing quite well. They can't be full, right? No, we've got empty graves. We're good. We're safe. Down here we've got our barracks, which is starting to acquire silver warhammers. I'm quite excited about this, and if we look here, we're getting masterwork gear appearing, which is nice. It looks like we actually have, yeah, a full set of high quality, masterwork indeed, copper high boots, which is very exciting. That means our production pipeline for creating these things is actually functioning, which is very good. I'm concerned about the lack of 1 breastplate and 5 helms, but that's small fry. That's small fry. We'll get round to it, don't worry. I should probably also give my dwarves options to pick up swords and axes and whatnot, unless we want to make them all hammer dwarfs all the time. Although that feels dangerous, right? Hammer's not the most spectacular weapons. They're good. If you've got silver, you can make decent hammers, but are they really what we want to be focusing our military on? It's a cool thing. It's a fantastically dwarven meme, but the cutting edge of the axe and being trained to use it as such, or a sword even, will pay off in dividends when we finally get our hands on some candy, right? We'll be able to candy it up and have wild times with incredibly sharp swords. Mind you, once you're good at one weapon, surely it's easier to train in the second and the third, maybe? Are fighting styles like languages? I presume so. I presume so. The language of violence. Oh, sweet, sweet violence. I was about to launch into the song Language of Love using the word violence instead, and then I realised I only know the title. I don't even know the name of the band. I couldn't even begin to guess the melody or any of the musical aspects of it, so it's a good job I didn't do it. Otherwise I would have looked like a right fucking lemon, wouldn't I? Maybe stick with the hammers until you get candy. We see it's a big about face, isn't it? That's the problem. Hammers are all well and good, but we can have axes made out of stuff as well. Yeah, that's also an issue. And again, I mean, we could just say take some extra equipment, which probably won't be ideal. Just say, yeah, you can have the hammer and an axe and a sword and anything else you can lay your hands on. Just put them between your fingers, like when you've got a bunch of keys and stuff. Not that you would want to put your keys between your fingers to use them in day-to-day use. Opening a door like that would probably knacker your fingers pretty quickly. It'd be painful. I wouldn't like it. I tend to use my thumb and forefinger. Much better. Okay, now it looks like there's some good shit going on here. They've got production lines coming through. The bedrooms are starting to take shape. They've been smoothed and engraved. Still lots of vomit knocking around the stairwells. I'm not too keen on that. But once we get the surface dismissed with, we'll be fine. We don't have to send anyone up there. We can bring some water down for fishing or something, I'm sure. Or use caves for fishing. It looks like we're using up all the bone that's being brought down here. But we're not really using any of the shell or horn. Have I created orders? I have. Decorate with bone, decorate with horn, decorate with shell. Why are they not denting the stuff? I'm going to cancel our decorate with bone order. Repeat. Suspend, cancel. There we go. No more decorating with bone because it looks like the stockpile's getting a little sparse. But I want to get through some of that horn and some of that tooth. Because it's going to be an issue. Horn and hoof, that's what I'm looking for. Squad 1 hammers, Squad 2 adamantine swords. We could. But I'm not even up to speed on 1 squad, let alone 2 squads. So we'll see how it pans out in a bit. Maybe we'll go that deep, maybe not. We'll see where the night takes us. Will I find such dank depths? Who knows? Anyway, looks like we're gonna be... You know what, I could actually just make this full screen, couldn't I? Is that better? How do you guys feel about that? Does that feel nice? Is that better? Is it legible even? We'll leave it like this for now. By the time you get to Candy, maybe 2 squads will be a possibility. Maybe, although I have put a fairly low population cap on this bad boy to keep the population in check. That said, there's no reason why we couldn't change it for next session. Population cap 75, child cap 100, 1000. So full screen is better, then your camera isn't over the play area. That's a good point. It's a very good point. Okay, so we'll leave it like this for now. We'll zoom in just a smidge, just a touch, just to get a little bit deeper into the depths and have a peek at what's going on. Now, if I unpause, I don't know if we have or have not yet traded with these boys. It looks like goods for trading are being brought to the depot, so I'm going to assume we haven't traded, and I'm going to hope that they bring along enough cool shit that they will be happy to trade with us. I suspect if we've brought a single bin of spinning green glass discs, or serrated green glass discs rather, they're going to be happy to trade with us no matter what. They're going to be over the moon, cock-a-hoop, absolutely overjoyed. That's the guess. Maybe zoom into the menu a bit so it's a bit larger. If I press escape and zoom in. Is that better? Did that make a difference? I think it made a difference. I think we're alright. I think we're okay. Everything should be tickety-boo. Let's just check to see that Dwarf Therapist still works. Ah, it does still work. Hooray! Hurrah! Wunderbar. Lovely. Anyway, it's nice to be playing full screen for a change, to be honest. I'm not squinting at a little window in the bottom left corner. Well, I say a little window. It's like a quarter of the monitor, but it's still a bit dinky. Are they still bringing up trading goods? I'm seeing anvils being brought down from here, so I'm suspecting maybe we've already traded with them. If anvils are being extracted... La cheese chirped. Cheese chirped. Now that sounds like something that happens to people. Oh my god, he's been cheese chirped. Have they got anything interesting to sell? Have they got... No, I remember we bought all their bars, didn't we? We bought all their bars, bought all their musical instruments and shit. These guys don't need a trader. Let's get rid of our trader. There you go. You can leave, Jazz Hands. Thou mayest depart. Good. Good. I really would like to stop people coming up on the surface so much. Or maybe make sure everybody comes up enough that they don't get cave adapted. Because the corridor's getting very vommy. Very vommy indeed. The floor is becoming quite nutritionally dense for various scavenging creatures. Certainly, technically nutritionally dense for any creature that would care to scoop up a fistful, but unpalatable, to say the least. If you've already traded, there'll be some of your stuff in their trade inventory. That's a very good point. I've done it though, I remember. My memories come flooding back, like powerful waters at the breaking of a dam. So, we've got miasma here, which presumably is a bucket of spoiled milk, because I can't see why any corpses would end up in here. That said, of course, just because I can't see any reason a corpse would be there, doesn't mean anything whatsoever. It means nothing. Oh, Vienna. So, what I think we need to do, really, is expand our cheese capacity down in the dining zone, because this is a paltry cheese space. We need an epic cheese container, because we've got a lot of that shit. We've been buying it, we've been making it. I've not really been taking any control over the amount of it we have. In fact, let's do a quick check. Let's do a quick cheese check. How's our kitchen stocks going? Vegetables, fruits and leaves. Ha, don't care about any of that shit. Seeds, no. Drinks, meat, fish, other. Here we go. Specifically other. Can I do a search? I certainly can. S-C-H-E-E-S. Good. Okay, it's a lot of cheese, but the numbers aren't quite as large as I anticipated. Yes, we've got 94 sheep cheese, which makes sense considering the population of our sheep. But other than that, we've not got astronomical quantities of any particular cheese. In fact, 2-humped camel cheese, question mark. We've got 2 varieties of 2-humped camel cheese. How's that happened? Is there more than one kind of 2-humped camel? Oh my god, it's not that kind of... It's not the wrong kind of milking, is it? Have they milked the wrong one? This one's only got 1 tit. Oh, I'm getting some milk. Terrible. Terrible stuff. If you run out of alcohol and don't have access to water, that vomit might come in handy later. Ooh. Look at the vomit as a contingency plan. Well, Harold Beaver, I could do, but do you really want any of the dwarves working in the vomit distillation zone? That sounds horrific, doesn't it? Boil it up, catch the vapours that come off at the lower temperatures, and they'll probably be alcoholic, but ooh. Who doesn't like a cheese check, Righteous? Who doesn't? Living in a Volcano says, but cheese comes from milk, not poultry. True, have we got poultry cheese here? I think we're okay. Kangaroo's not poultry, is it? Unless I'm very much misunderstanding their physiognomy. Cow cheese, alpaca cheese, donkey cheese, goat cheese, horse cheese, kangaroo cheese, one-hump camel cheese, pig cheese, reindeer cheese, sheep cheese, two-hump camel cheese, water buffalo cheese, and yak cheese. Yeah, we're not seeing any birds. Or I thoroughly misinterpreting what you said there. That's possible. It's happened before. It's happened before. That's a very good point. We're not starving. Oh, for fuck's sake. The webcam's gone again. Are you happy, webcam? Webcam is not happy. Bear with me one moment. I'm going to attempt in studio mode to fix this issue. 1 second. Camera. Come on, camera. If I click on that and I say deactivate. There we go. Camera's off. Activate. Pow. Look at that. So pro. So fucking pro. Anyway. Okay, back out of here. We know what the cheese situation is. It's impressive. It's a good cheese scenario to be experiencing. We don't want to be in a cheese drought. We want to be in a cheese glut. That's what we want. Although, as I said earlier, we do require larger cheese storage avenues. Venues? Places. Let's do a diggy dig. And we'll diggy dig this room out to be a little bit bigger. There we go. And then we'll, once that's done, place down the stockpiles and have people move the cheese. And I think maybe we won't keep the cheese up on that level. We'll move it all down straight away and not have multiple stockpiles. That would be madness. Cheese is horrid. Oh, I love cheese. I'm a big cheese fan. I love a cheese and onion sandwich. Ooh, a slice of cheddar, a slice of white onion. Ooh, lovely. You need to try kangaroo cheese before you say that. I have never tried kangaroo cheese, and looking at a kangaroo, I feel like I would find it awkward to milk, right? Aren't there nipples inside their pouches to facilitate the feeding of their joeys? Or is that not how it works? Do kangaroos have nipples? No, we've had this conversation before. Marsupials are a subset of mammals, right? I think so. Oh god, I just had a whole avocado on some toast and I could still murder a cheese and onion toastie right now. I'd love it. Oof. Oh, I love them. Oh yeah, tasty. Anyway, that sounded a little bit too sexual, didn't it? Let's try not to think of cheese and sex in the same mental breath, and move away from the dining hall because I feel like it's putting dirty food thoughts in our minds. And if there's one thing we need to avoid, it's dirty food thoughts. They cloud one's judgment. What on earth did I put in here? Is this an actual... It is. It's the Cave of Turquoise. I don't know what it's for. I don't know why we have it, but I'm going to put a door on it. Because otherwise I'm just sitting here looking at my fortress and saying things and not actually doing anything. And I feel like that's counterproductive. Well, actually it's not. It's just non-productive. Counterproductive would be worse. Someone's dropped a musical instrument here for no discernible reason. And someone's also dropped a cave spider silk dress, which suggests to me some kind of pretty spicy shenanigans. Whipping off your dress in the corridor. Heavens above. Were you alone? Who knows? Okay, the wood situation isn't great either, is it? Ah, but the woodcutters are currently cleaning up the vomit, which is more than I can say for most of the other fortress denizens. Oh, no, tell a lie, look, this guy's cleaning up vomit too. And off he goes. Lovely. Lovely. What are our helm orders like? How are we doing on the helm orders? We're ordering breastplates, but we're not getting enough. We need more. I feel like the answer here is... Oh no. So how come we have 11 breastplates? Oh no, look, we filled all the breastplate orders. All of these are full. Fantastic. It's only helms. Only helms remain. And here we go, right there. We're only making 5 to 10, that makes sense. So Shift R, we change it to 10 to 11, and bingo, bango, bongo, victory is within our grasp. As in as much as you can actually have victory in Dwarf Fortress. It's not really that kind of game, is it? Small victories, but no big ones. No big ones. Good. I thought my zoology was at least up to par with that level. I hoped, at least. I didn't think. I was really a dreamer at that point. Oh, come on, build me some more hammers. Have I got to change the order for the hammers as well? I bet I have, haven't I? They're not making picks, they're not making copper balls, they're not making war hammers, but that's because the orders are set up wrong. Oh. But we do have 12. Okay. Okay, well that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. There we go. 10 to 11 war hammers. Keep those in stock. Melt anything that doesn't meet my high standards. That's the important thing. Hello, Arctrek. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us. You got the gold medal for being in first, although I feel you may have toddled off. So I don't know if that counts. Does it count getting there first and going, or do you have to camp? Do you have to hold your throne, so to speak? I don't know. I'm not sure on podium etiquette for stream arrivals. It's something I've never really delved too deeply into. In fact, incredibly shallowly I've delved into it. Right, as well as making all the breastplates and high boots in here, I think what we should do is add more armour, more copper armour, and I think what we're going to need is... Can we wear mail shirts underneath breastplates? I think we can, can't we? Although I should really check to see what the next stockpile holds, shouldn't I? That would make more sense. Click there. There's your high boots. The one next to it says, please feed me gauntlets. Ah, okay. Now, unless I'm very much mistaken, I think gauntlets are made individually. Are they made individually or are they made in pairs? Hard to say. However, if I put more stockpiles, like, below the gauntlet ones, I can just make sure they've got at least 2 gauntlets, if not 2 pairs of gauntlets available. They're made in pairs. Okay, are they stored in pairs? If Usain Bolt wins a race and has to run to the toilet afterwards, he still gets the gold, so I think it counts. Well, but if he turns up like a day before the race and then stands at the finish line and goes, I've won! Hooray! And does his... What is it? Does he dab? I can't remember what he does. He does a move. He's got a pose, victory pose. But if he did that, would that count? Would that count? Would he then not have to turn up for the race at all? Hard to say. Hard to say. The DF community should all have a barbecue. I'm going to make you all some mean dessert, something like pasta flora and donuts. Pasta flora is a brand name for a margarine in this country, so I'm not entirely sure if you're talking about margarined pasta and donuts, which sounds incredible. If you're touting this as some sort of haute cuisine, I'm intrigued. I need to know more. Of course, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe flora is something else. Maybe you're just talking about non-specific plants. Lovely non-specific plants and donuts. Tasty. I feel like my finances might not quite stretch to the travel arrangements, but hey, if there ever is a Dwarf Fortress meetup that I could actually get to, I would consider it. I would consider it, even though I'm... Right now, Chunky's laughing. He's sitting there going, no, he's not going to consider it. He won't leave his house under any circumstances. By the way, Chunky, maybe some Crusader Kings tomorrow, if I get up in time. And if not, then the day after. Possibly. Also, I have to talk about what I'm doing for my 40th, apparently. I'm not allowed to do nothing, so we'll see what happens there. My counter to that is that there's no full start rule in streaming. That's true, even though you can do full starts. You can start wrong. Cool. If I get up in time tomorrow, we'll do some CK3. Yeah, it's not guaranteed. If I stay up till 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, then I'm probably going to be getting up about 2 and then going to get the kids straight away. So we'll see how it goes. I did another one of them. It's completely gone. Okay. So what's the next step here? I'm producing military grade gear. It's all good. Let's get some gauntlets going. Let's add gauntlets to the pile. Add armour, copper, gauntlets, Alt W, or Alt W if you prefer, rather than Shift W, which is what I actually pressed. Shift A, Shift R, bom bom bom, diddly dong dong dong, da-dong. Great. Good stuff. So hopefully that should end up in some nice masterwork gauntlets. Let's just check all these high boots are masterwork. They are. Very good. I'm very pleased with that. The gold should go elsewhere. I had a power nap. Oh my god. Oh my god. We've hit full-blown controversy. We now don't know what we're doing, which direction is up, what day it is, whether cats and dogs like each other or hate each other. Madness. If you press Shift W, you won't be able to see your water depth anymore. Really? Shift W. Let's find some water. Let us test this theory. Does it just always read 7? Or what is the deal? Shift W? Oh man, this never happens at the Olympics. You never have everyone like handing each other the gold and going, no, you have it, no, you have it, no, it belongs to you, you deserve it. I'd love an Olympics like that. Something slightly less competitive. It's just frustrating. You're seeing people running in a circle for 10 minutes and seeing who gets across the line first, and I'm sitting there thinking, why does anybody care? How old are we? 6 years old? Who the fuck gives a shit who's fastest? This is insane! But then again, people love it. People absolutely go mental for it. Baffles me though. Absolutely baffles me. Let's see if we've got any nest boxes to put in our nest box zone. That might be a good thing. Build capital N nest box. It appears we have one. We unfortunately can't place them in planning mode, but that's okay. We can bang them down. We've got a few actually. Look at this. This should dramatically increase our egg production. At least I hope it will. I'm hoping it will. It might not. There's a distinct possibility it will have absolutely zero effect whatsoever. But you know what? I'm okay with it. I'm fine with that. There we go. We've got nest boxes all over the places, and hopefully we'll be getting some nice boiled eagle eggs for breakfast every morning. Powerful, powerful food. Let's build some doors. Put them in planning mode. Pop them in here. One there. One there, and one here to keep the birds in. There we go. Now cool those cloacas down. Keep them all fresh and cozy. Fresh and cozy? That's a weird thing to say. How would you keep a chicken's cloaca cozy? I mean, I suppose you could put a bobble hat on its bum, but it seems like a weird thing to do. Is Shift W not switching water depth on and off for me? Apparently not, no. I'm not seeing that effect. Hello Walkermedes, welcome back. Thanks for joining us again. Wait a minute, what's in this cage here? Oh, it's a cougar. For some reason I thought it was a mandrill. I was highly excited for a second. I thought the idea of blue and red combat mandrills descending on our opponents would be very powerful imagery for our military, but unfortunately it wasn't to be. It's not allowed. Not in this lifetime. What was down here? What got smashed up here? That's my fishery, isn't it? Oh, fuck me bandy. Naughty boys. Build workshop fishery, which is here. There we go. And then we'll pop that down in this area here in the corner. That'll do. Lovely. And hopefully we'll end up with our fish being cleaned again, because otherwise there's going to be issues. Lots of mussel shells. They can't be moved down into the shell stockpile apparently. It's unfortunate they won't put them in bins. It feels ironic that if you put bins in a refuse stockpile, they don't use them. I mean, a bin seems like the ideal thing, right? Control W. Let's have a little look. Boop. Ah, it is Control W. Look. Boop, 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 boop. Lovely. Nice to know. Good to know. Although that would make magma indistinguishable from red sand, which is a problem. You wouldn't want that. Arctrect, do you have a namey? Do you have a namey? That is a question that I can't answer without checking, so bear with me. Let's have a little refresh. There were 72 adults, 1 child, and 0 vulnerable babies. Excuse me. Let's see if we can sort them by has nickname. Let's see if Arctrect is in here. It doesn't look like it. You would be somewhere between arse candles and asbestos if you were, and it doesn't appear that you are. Would you like one? Would you care for one, Arctrect? I think I can just about manage. Here we go. I'm going to close my eyes. I close my eyes and scroll my mouse wheel to get a good old feel of the dwarves for you. Let's click here and see what we've got. We've got Fath. Fath Vutoxes. Set nickname. Here it goes. A-R-C-T Arctrect. Rect. Bosh, you're in. Committed. Lovely. Is there a cunning use for mussel shells? Asks Living in a Volcano. Well, I don't know if I would go as far as to describe it as cunning. but you can use them for decorating things, which is about all you can do with them. Thinking on it, actually, we don't seem to be doing... Yeah, look, decorate with horn, decorate with shell. They don't appear to be doing any of it. So, if I go over to Dwarf Therapist, just take a little looky. Just take a little looky and see if we've got any shell crafting. Shell crafting? Is that a thing? Does anyone know what skill shell decoration works with? Because I don't see any. I see wood crafting. I see stone crafting. Bone crafter. Okay, let me have a look. Bone crafter. I've got bone carving. Bone carving. Let's set... I'm over in Dwarf Therapist again. I've left you watching the fortress. So if anything terrible happens, let me know. Okay. We've got one who's in an absolute stumbling obliviously state. And then we've got two others who are a bit shit. You know what? I'm going to make Zlatan and Toulon both activated because they're both legendary in the field. And let's hope they get something made. Commit. There we go. That should start churning through some of the materials. Fingers crossed. Excuse me. Having a little sniffle there. You can make some armour with shells. Interesting. Interesting. I am intrigued by that notion. I can't imagine armour made from muscle shells is going to be particularly resilient. I feel like one good hit with a metal weapon and that's in bits, right? Shattered beyond repair. Then again, I am no armourer or armour-smith, so I've got no idea whether that would be a sensible assessment or a foolish one. Let's face it though, it's probably an idiot's assessment, right? Oh, who's this guy with the yellow exclamation mark? And what does that mean? It's Charlie. He's having a tantrum. What a wanker. Come on, Charlie. What are you up to? Why do you think that's appropriate? Got 10 people currently in a right old state. Do we ban them? Do we banish them? Do we lock them up in a separate chamber in the moody room? We've done moody rooms before. I suppose we could moody room them. We could also just, make the moody room an obliteration room. Somebody smashed up one of the fucking... Look at this! Oh my god. Okay, we need a moody room. Let's make a workshop. Let's make... Oh, actually, it's not a workshop, is it? It's a furnace. Magma smelter. There we go. Pop that there. Bonk. Donk. Hopefully someone will fix that, and hopefully it will pick up the orders that were previously on the last one. I don't think they will, though, will they? I have to set the whole bloody thing up again. Which means I have to figure out what I'm not smelting in the others. Native gold, tetrahedrite, copper, aluminium, galena, and whatever was in here. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. Muscle armour might make you look strong. Depending on the type, I think. The workflow ranges will be remembered. That's good. That's good. Okay. Oh, but not the items. I have to remember what was actually being made in there, won't I? That's fine. That's fine. Right. Do I want people fanning around on the surface, or should we be going into arbitrary lockdown? I feel like there's a lot of shit that needs moving from the trading depot, right? We've got all the fish in there, we've got bins in there, we've got musical instruments in there, and nothing seems to be being moved out. It's not like we don't... Hello, what are we doing down here? Nothing. Just accidentally went down there. It doesn't seem like... Oh, wait a minute. There are stockpiles for musical instruments, but they're going to place them in the dining hall, aren't they? Because I told them to place... Oh, they're already down there. That's just some guy grabbing a random musical instrument. He doesn't care about anything else. And why would he? Why would he? Anyway, it's time to find the Moodies and send them off to the killy room, because I'm getting sick of it. I don't want people smashing shit up. Time to die. So we're going to check where the lever for this one is. It's this bad boy down the bottom. And then we're going to make a borrow. It's going to be called Borrow 3. Or the Kill Zone, if we felt so inclined to be clear with our naming schema. Bum, bum, bum. There we go, a 3x3 space, Borrow 4. Should we rename it? I think we probably should, just to be careful. How do I do that? Oops, a daisy. Very carefully, very carefully. How do I rename it? I can't... Enter? Ah, yes, enter. Kill zone. There we go, there's our kill zone. Good. And now we can add some of our sadder dwarves to it, which will be nice, won't it? I'm going to go to Dwarf Therapist and have a little read of what they've got going on. Dwarf Therapist, moved by happiness. Here we go. There we go. So our least happy ones are at the top. Tell you what, I'll bring you with me. Why not? Let's all go over together. And here's our least happy dwarves. Charlie, Olin, Tidy, Ragnar, Zlatan, Atir, Rigoth, Conquest of Games, Dobar and Shizu. And let's put Janet Tough in there as well. Little cranky. Let's bung her in as well. How many have we got? That's 11 dwarves who need a good squishing. Well, we'll start with the first 9. Charlie, these guys are mooded. So Charlie and Ragnar can go in first. Where are you, Charlie? Where are you, Ragnar? Back to the fortress. Back to a search, actually. Charlie says, I'm going to get squashed. Yes, we'll go to Ragnar. There he is. He's going in there too. We'll stick with 9 of them to start with, just so all the spots are represented. So the next one would be Atir and Rigoth and Conquest of Games. That's cool. That's cool. S. Atir. There he is. Wait, Trader? Nope, no time for thinking about this. Let's be busy. Rigoth, there he is. Rigoth the Hammer Dwarf. Oh, is he one of our military? Doesn't matter. He's got to go. If he's a troublemaker, he's got to go. We're going to try experimenting with dwarven mental health issues. Conquest of Games and Dobar. Is that everybody? How many people have I got in there now? 4. So S. Conquest of Games and S. Dobar. There we go. In goes Dobar the Weaponsmith. Could be problematic, but I don't care. At the moment, all I care about is people not going mental and smashing all my shit up. So we've got Conquest Dobar. Then it's Shizu. Shizu and Janet Tough. Should be fine. Okay. Huh? C S S C H. There he is. And then we also want to add Janet Cranky. Where is she? S J A N. There we go. In you go. Good. Everyone off to the kill zone, if you wouldn't mind. Oh, we've got one who's absolutely furious. Oh, they've just pinged back. Did you see that? They went to the lowest tier and now they're slightly happier. Could we get all 9 of you in there, please? These doors are forbidden. Let's permit passage on them, otherwise we're going to have trouble putting our dwarves in the zone. Once they're in there, we'll close the doors again, give them a good squish, and see what's going on. Temples and guild halls want instruments. Ah, okay. Okay. It's alright, Tidy. You're dying for the health of the fortress. There'll be another. There will be another one of your kind. Do not worry. But I've got to deal with this issue. We can't have people smashing the fortress up, giving us shit. That's a problem. And the easiest way to deal with the problem is to kill it, as far as I'm aware. If anyone can think of any better ways to cheer the fortress up, be my guest. Be my guest, be my guest, squish the dwarves at my behest. Hello, Life of Ryan B. It's alright, we've got a few sad people, like Atir here, hanging around. We've got them in this little zone here. It's good. There's only about 6 of them. There are a few more that will need to go in a second lot, but they're going into our special counselling chamber where they will be patted on the head by some of our mental health infrastructure. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. They're certainly going to stop complaining. That's probably about the best thing that's going to come out of it. Does training your dwarves in a room full of traps make them OP dodgers? It used to, but it no longer works. It no longer works. Well, I mean, it can make them OP dodgers, but it's more likely to make them quadriplegics. That's an issue. That's an issue. Weekly therapy sessions. Oh God, that sounds like a lot of work. Sounds like a hell of a lot of work. There's only 3 of them currently in the Burrow, which is a problem. I want more of them here. Although they can all stand on one square, which is interesting. Oh, there's some more people coming in. Very nice. So we've got 3 there, 4 there. Only 2 more are supposed to be here. You know what? Even if they're not in there, they'll be in a minute. I'm going to flip the switch. I'm going to do the dirty deed. Here it comes. Where is it? There we go. Add pull now. There we go. Back up to the surface. And we'll wait for the decisive moment that they become just a little smushy mess. Just a little smushy mess. There we go. Oh, look at this. He opened the door. Splat. Oh, what's happening here? Right, let's flip the switch again. Add pull. Now, hopefully that will kill him, but I have a sneaking suspicion it won't. It will merely maim him against the ceiling, and he'll require a second flip of the switch to be got rid of. Looks like he's taking a cat with him. Oh no, apparently not. Just part of me, a small part of me, was hoping that that would result in a sort of fly kind of situation, a brundle fly, an Urist cat, if you will. Mash their DNA together so hard that they become a hybrid creature. Conquest of Games is sitting there, hopefully not screaming too loudly, probably crippled, because ideally we don't want him yelling and screaming and upsetting all the people trying to haul this shit downstairs, because that could just make the problem worse. Hello, look, we've still got 7 or 8 sad people, so we didn't squish that many. Conquest and Shizou, they're both on the shit list. Should we squish them? Let's check the thing first. Oh, I should probably get some thingies done as well, shouldn't I? Memorial slabs, otherwise we're going to be in trouble. Let's come down to kill zone. It's got 5 people still on the list. That can't be the case, right? They've got to be dead, right? Conquest of Games is still alive. Ragnar Lodbrok got squished, didn't he? Is Shizou still alive? We'll find out in a minute. Let's get both of those guys. Let's squish them off of the waiting list. There we go. Here is your stone counselling. Add, pull lever, do it now. Back up to the surface. And then we wait. One of them's asleep. He might not even realise he's being squished. That's almost an ideal scenario for him. I mean, obviously, it could be better. He could not actually be being squished at all. But life ain't like that. Into a fortress. There we go. There's another deadman, or a couple of dead dwarves. They took a little while, but let's come down again, open up the smasher and get some more lads in there as quick as we can. Add, pull now, done, back up to the surface. And we also need to go to the burrow, old kill zone, and add some citizens. Now, who is still supposed to be here? No one on this page, or this page. Atir's supposed to be there. I'm pretty sure Atir got squished. Atir, Ragnar and Rigoth. So that says 3 people still need to turn up here, which is interesting. They don't seem to be doing it. Hopefully they haven't gone into a right old mood. That would be a bit of a problem. That would be a bit of an issue. Life of Ryan says, yeah, that killed my frame rate when I tried that. Animals wait outside and you continually path through, dragging your fort down. Yeah. Oh, I see. Stop the animals from... okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Oh, Zastava, you've come at the wrong moment. We're not necessarily killing nobles, but we are necessarily killing dwarves who are miserable. That's what we're doing. Let's keep them tightly closed then. Let's stop those pets getting in there. We don't want any unfortunate kitty cats being squished, because you can skin kitty cats and make lovely coats and gloves, whereas dwarves, they tend to get upset if they wear their compatriots as clothing. Not always. I'm sure some dwarves are a little bit more resilient in that regard, but often. Okay, I'm not seeing anybody going up there now. Maybe what I should do... Oh, we've got an actual a military squad exactly for this purpose, haven't we? The Ochre Locks. What a fool. What a silly billy. What a dingy dongle. I'll tell you what, let's go over to Dwarf Therapist. We'll pause the game. Go over to Dwarf Therapist. And we will add some people to the Ochre Locks. First of all, sort by squad. There we go. There's the Orbs of Fame. 10 of them still. And then we'll sort by happiness. Get our saddest lads at the top. Here we go. You're going into the Ochre Locks. Lovely. As are all the moody boys. In you go, moodies. It won't work, but we'll do our best. We'll do our best. There's Ragnar, assigned to squad. Okalox. Zlatan, assigned to squad. Okalox. Oh, hold on a minute. Commit. Some of these might not work. We're now down to a population of 67, which means we may end up with some more migrants. Oh, nice, wouldn't it? There goes the last couple of dwarves into the Okalox. Why can't you be... Ah, shit, he's not even a fucking citizen. Well, how dare you be depressed? You've got no business being depressed here. That's absolutely outrageous. Good grief. Right, well, let's go back to the fortress and send the Okalox to stand in that smashy zone. Seems like the best way to get rid of them, though, right? B... M... Wait, they've already got an order to be there. Interesting. Interesting. I didn't realise they were supposed to be there straight away, but okay, whatever. Let's hope that they run up nice and quick and get squished nice and quick. At the moment, we only have 6 dwarves who are in the sad zone. There's one of them. Who are you? It's Tidy. Oh, Tidy. This is it. This is your final moment. Any last words? Any truisms or little bon mots you want to get out before we start? Okay, pet closed doors give you an FPS hit. Interesting. I imagine Sal's right about the side room scenario. Okay, we've got 2 now. Tidy and Dastop. Come on, more of you in, please. More of you in, even though you're too crazy to do so. But we'll see what happens. Maybe the real crazy ones will actually send a military squad after. You know what we could do? We could send these guys who are all sad to go and murder the ones who are all mad. I mean, it feels uncommonly brutal, but also like it's going to solve our issues. Oh, there's 4 of them in there now. I mean, that leaves only 2 dwarves left in a bad mood. You know what? Let's ping that lever. Ping it quick. Ping it real good. Ping it real good. There we go. That's going to squish everybody in there. Yes? Question mark? Come on. Someone pull the lever. Flatten these fools. We need them out of our fortress. Hey, there we go. And we're down to 2 sad little dwarves. Excellent. Very good. Okay, this strategy is paying off pretty rapidly. Although I feel like we may be receiving some blowback. There may be a degree of problem with this, but I'm going to ignore it for now. Add, pull now. There we go. Lovely. Bish bash bosh. Back up to the surface. And maybe also put a little bit of the music back on, because it appears to have decided it doesn't want to play. What a bitch. What a bastard. Read to refresh. Talk about cats, forbidding them just makes them more curious about it. Very true. You should never run for Parliament. Me? God, imagine me getting into Parliament. Well, actually, looking at the madness that's unfolding there now, I'd probably fucking get in. I'd probably end up somehow making my way in. All I have to do is spout some absolute fucking claptrap and everyone will be like, oh, I love this guy's brand of claptrap. Ooh. And they'll all be voting for me. Because that's how apparently politics works these days. Put them all in a squad with no armour, send them down to the caverns to fight things till things sort themselves out. I mean, we could, but they're kind of not going down there. Also, the caverns are 100% sealed off at the moment. We'll have to see we'll have to see how it pans out. We've only got 2 sad dwarves left, and I think both of them are in a state of absolute breakdown, complete ennui. If you bear with me, I'm just going to do a quick read of the dwarves. We've got 63 dwarves, and Rigoth is currently unhappy, along with Zlatan and Ragnar. Okay. So we've got 3 super unhappy dwarves. But they're so unhappy they're not actually going to respond to any kinds of requests or orders. So I don't know really what we can do with them. There's not much. Once they've actually snapped and lost their marbles, that's about as far as it goes, isn't it? They can't really do much else. I would rank somewhere in the middle. Yeah, somewhere like between apocalyptically bad and not bad. Not too bad. Yeah, no, I don't think it would make sense to have me in charge of much, to be honest. I feel like the power would go to my head immediately. We'd be like seconds away from complete chaos. Yes, boss. Every time I say it, I think of the Atletico Mince podcast. I can't help myself. Come on, save. How long are you going to take? It's one of the slowest saves I've ever been privy to. Come on, game. Do your best for me. Play along, old bean. God, it's getting a bit warm. I might need to roll up my trouser legs. Expose my shins as some kind of heat sink. Seems like it's working, actually. I like it. Although just above my knees is now becoming less comfortable. The temperature is rising. Not good. Hello, Cupo. Welcome back. Privy indeed. Gardiloo, I empty my privy. Etc. Man. This is so slow. Come on, game. Come on, game. Welcome back. Also, Cupo. Thanks for joining us again. Everything going good, I hope? Everything ticking along smoothly? No lumps and bumps in life's highway? We're having some lumps and bumps right now, especially for the people who are going into the mental health care facility here. Ideally, they'll wander in there immediately, but unfortunately they seem very lacklustre about their fulfilling of my requests. Anybody going up there? Who's this? Is that someone? Is that one of our moody boys? Nope. I feel like the moodsters are all very much in the sad gang and refusing to move. Let's have a look. Who have we got? Who have we got? So I'm just going to check who our saddest, maddest lads are. Rigoth. Where is Rigoth? Oh, Rigoth what? Rigoth Olonritan. Okay, I'm going to find you, Rigoth. R-I-G. There he is. Z. Zoom to him. Currently in one of the food stockpiles. Not optimal. I mean, ideally he'll go upstairs to the smashing zone. It's possible he's actually... Oh, wait, Rigoth can't be given orders anyway. Rigoth is a random outsider Hammerdorf. This is a problem. Maybe I should dismiss the last two, just to expel them from the fortress? I mean, that could be a problem. Murder death pits have a 100% success rate as a treatment option. But how do you get them into the murder death pit? That's the problem. If you can't make them go anywhere, then the murder death pit may as well be a little decorative feature you put in, because they're not going to fall in. With all the food that you have, do you still need plant gathering and fishing anymore? Do I not need plant gathering for people to grab the food from the fields? Or is that not the thing that it does? I mean, I feel like fishing is actually one of the backbones of our food industry, but maybe you're right. Maybe it is time to wind my neck in on the fish. Let's go and have a look at therapist. Check to see what we've got going on here. Sort by nothing. With a name like the Smashing Zone, they would walk right in expecting a hot single dwarves in their area. Heavens above. Oh, yes, he's reached smashing, Grobbit. Oh, you're right, Ravlin. It is difficult to actually issue those orders in a covert manner. Could you just stand on this square, please? Thank you very much. Smash! The outdoor and rain stuff that's driving people insane. Okay. Okay, well maybe we can bring everybody indoors. Maybe we can stop the fishing. If I take us over to therapist, we're going to do it. We're going to go and get rid of all the fishing jobs. Here we go. Fishing, done. All gone. No more fishing, everybody. Stay indoors. There we go. And are we going to... See, the thing about not gathering anymore is no more fruit, basically. Although we could just do without fruit, I suppose. It's not the end of the world. Here we go. Let's remove the plant gatherers, even though we've got a legendary level 18 plant gatherer who's perfectly happy with it. Not got a problem. They're fine. Absolutely fine. But we'll see what happens. Let's see if this improves the general mood of the fortress. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. A general work order like auto web gathering. Oh, okay. Okay. Farms, cheese and meat. Plant helmets, cheese and meat. Mushrooms, meat and cheese. Oh, the Holy Trinity. The Holy Trinity. If only it could get holier. I suppose the cheese could get holier, couldn't it? It could actually have holes in it. Oh, thank you very much, Sam. Much appreciated. I entirely forgot to do that. I still haven't... Oh, I have dug my cheese chamber. That's good. PF. Okay, so we're going to make a nice big food zone here. Bonk. Gadonk. Like that. We're going to go in. We're going to say specifically, please, no cooked food. No prepared food. And we want no meat, no fish, no unprepared fish, no eggs, plants, drinks, but we do want cheeses. All the cheeses, please. Bong the cheeses right there. Maybe I'll also... Do I have to get rid of this cheese stockpile? Expand my eggy stockpile? I'm going to get rid of that stockpile. No more cheese over here. It's all going up there. Excuse me. There we go. Cheese stockpile removed. Along with this one over here as well. PX. There we go. Are they barreling up cheese? Can they do that? Will they barrel up cheese? Maybe they will, maybe they won't. I'm not entirely certain how it all works. We are getting booze made, right? We are getting booze made. It's all good. It's all good. Everybody should calm down. Yeah, that's right. Sworn duty, heavens above. I shall protect people's view of any Dwarf Fortress game obscured by Dwarf Therapist. That's your sworn duty. I don't know why you'd say it like that. I mean, it'd be weird. It'd be weird to hear you say that, but hey-ho. Hey-ho. Ah, it looks like our gauntlets are done. Very nice. Okay, so now we move over here and we say, what have you asked for? Legs. So we need greaves. Nice. Okay, I could have sworn I'd already ordered up the greaves, but never mind. Add, that's the smeltery. Screw the smeltery. We want to add greaves to the helm one. Add armour, copper, greaves. Lovely. Alt W. Yes, please. Shift A. Copper. Shift R. 11 to 10. Look at that. Oh, 10 to 11. I did do it right. I just said it the wrong way around. It's fine. Hello, Two Cats Yelling. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us again. Make your plant gatherers into farmers. That's not the maddest idea we've heard. I'll do that. Let's go to Dwarf Therapist. Sort by plant gathering. Already done that. So let's put farming on for that top few. Bonkadonk. Diddly gonk. Commit. Lovely. It's all been done. Nobody worry about it. Everybody just ignore it. Forget about it now. Forget about it. So we've got nearly a full set of copper armour for every dwarf. Part of me wants to make male shirts as well, but I don't know if we can actually do that, can we? I don't know if we can actually use a male shirt with a copper breastplate, but we'll soon find out. There is an incredible amount of gameplay in this stream. Does not feel like a scoundrel stream at all. That's true, Arctrect, but I just thought I'd come out of the gate swinging and get a bit of Dwarf Fortress going. Right? Also, I haven't had that much to drink. I've got like a can here, but it certainly wasn't enough to get me loosey-goosey, to be sure. What did somebody do with the real scoundrel? Nothing really. I'm alright. I'm alright, blimey. It's not that big a personality change, is it? Or is it? I mean, maybe what I should do is go to bed early tonight and get up early for Crusader Kings tomorrow. That's completely wrong for Scoundrel, right? Normally I stay up till the middle of the night, or the early of the morning. Hello, Wisebit32. Very disappointed so far. Well, you weren't here for the Milk Dragon, unfortunately. There was a little bit of excitement early on. It did look like I was about to launch off into some incomprehensible madness, but unfortunately, once I'd grabbed the teats of the Milk Dragon and been hauled into the sky, psychologically speaking, it was all done for. It was all done for. My madness glands had been dried up, turned to dust. So there you go. I mean, I imagine, just to break my rule about not telling the YouTubers about it for no reason whatsoever, I always imagined the Milk Dragon as like the dragon out of Spirited Away, but with lots of like long pink cow-like teats arranged in rows along its underside. And as it flies overhead, you grab one and then you sort of get lifted into the air. Or grab 2 just for safety. Grab 2, get lifted into the air, and you can sort of like, you know, steer it slightly or tell it where you want it to go just by milking one teat or the other. That's what I thought of. It's not necessarily a sensible creature, or indeed anything that could physically exist IRL. But, you know, give it a go. Holy shit, the Mad Boys are in there. That is the Mad Boys, right? Ragnar, Zlatan. Oh, it's time for Zlatan's doom to unfurl. Add pull. Now, there we go. Let's watch the last 2 sad, mad lads go. An unnamed cat, that's fine. We don't mind if a cat goes splat. It's absolutely fine. Oh, I need to resume. For some reason I left it paused. Oh, what a fool. Is that my trader? Oh, it's Sal. Hanging around in the depot. For no reason. How did you end up getting in there anyway, cat? We locked the door to animals. Did you come in with them? That was the worst mistake you ever made. Still could be worse, couldn't it? You could have been on fire. Add pull now. There we go. Bosh. Lovely. And it looks like... Oh, yes. Yes. The copper greaves are coming off the production line. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Damn you, CK3. I missed the Red Dead early streams. Well, righteous. The thing about that is I've only got CK3 until the end of the month, or the end of like early next month. So we'll be back to Red Dead soon enough. Also, you never know. I might get Border Crusader Kings. It's entirely possible. Entirely possible. I was just imagining a dragon made of milk dripping as it sweeps and carries you off over yonder. No. A milk dragon is a dragon that you milk. Clearly, that makes far more sense. There is still a Sal, and she's sitting in that trade depot for no good reason. Did you know they added Egyptian hieroglyphs to the Unicode, and the potential for rude things is amazing? I didn't know. I had no idea. Is that what that is up there? That little bumpy, serrated... They're very delicate little figures, aren't they? Are you in a burrow? I don't think so. I don't know why you would be. I certainly didn't intend to put you there, but that doesn't mean anything, considering how many dwarves we've had end up in burrows without any intention. Well, actually, that is still only one. It's still only Chunky Nut who got burrowed without meaning, but we'll give it a go. Actually, I think people are just hanging out in there. Is there a fresh set of merchants? Are these different merchants? Thicket sack sprinkles. These don't sound like... Seppo blowtones. Geshard quake groove. Let's check the alerts. Did I... Oh no, of course they just arrived. I've just skipped through their fucking pages. What a dangus. Jesus Christ. Come on, scoundrel. Pay attention. Get Jazz Hands in there. Get him trading. We've got a load of green glass spike discs. We can afford whatever they've brought. It doesn't matter if they've brought the most amazing stuff in the world. I wasn't paying any attention. I don't watch this stream, Sal. I don't pay attention to what's going on. That's crazy. Ah, little teats. Followed by a few little boxes. Are they not added to... Is that something that hasn't been added yet? Little flying booby grips. Booby grips? That's not what you want. That sounds wrong. Sounds very wrong. Although it also sounds like something that might be used by a professional milker, right? Like a special hand brace that you just lock in position and then... Done. There's the milk. Next tip. I don't know. I've never had to build any kind of lactation-based materials. It's fine. Distracted by the prospect of murdering the mentally ill. I mean, that was kind of on my to-do list. Look at this. Look at these numbers down here. 0, 0, 0, 56 and 2. Everybody's happy now. Now that the sad people have been summarily executed, everybody's over the moon. Cock-a-hoop. It's good. It seems to be an effective manner for dealing with all these terrible psychological miscreants. Maybe it won't. Maybe it'll backfire. Maybe people in the fortress will become sad when they find out about it. But I feel like we're going to execute the cover-up fairly effectively, right? We're going to keep this from everybody. We don't want any like naughty Rutger Hauers investigating and telling their kids about the blind watchmaker. That's not what we want. We want to put an end to that immediately. We want our horrible crimes to go undiscovered. I mean, that's the ideal scenario, at least. Is anybody actually doing any of these decorating with shell orders? Oh, there is an active one. So somebody's doing it. which means we haven't killed everybody with the skill. Very exciting. Very exciting. That's true. Milking gloves does make a bit more sense, or a little bit more. It's less exciting than booby grippers, but you know, I mean, maybe there is a place for booby grippers in this world. Maybe they could be like for babies. Maybe I never thought about that, eh? A baby could have a booby gripper, so you don't need to hold it while it breastfeeds. It just sort of clamps on like that, and then holds on tight while it drinks. I mean, babies not known for their grip. I mean, that's not strictly true, actually. Everyone likes to get a baby to grip their finger, but you know, they're not known for the strength of their grip. Let's put it that way. Their willingness to grip, unquestionable. The strength of that grip, pretty low. I have yet to manage to lift a baby out of its cot by one finger, and not for lack of strength on my part, I have to say. Not for lack of strength on my part whatsoever. Oh no, a mason's been found dead, crushed. Ah, how did that happen? This is a disaster. Oh, shh. Everybody, if you start flapping your gums about this, I'm going to be very angry. There's no reason we have to get caught with any of this on our plate, right? We're going to memorialise everybody. We're going to act like it's a terrible shame that they're gone. We're going to pretend that we give even close to a millifuck that they're gone. Okay? We're going to do all the right motions, all the right moves. All you guys have got to do is keep stum. If you start charging around, telling people that we've been killing their family members, it's going to go wrong. You understand? Right, okay. I hope we're all on the same page here. In goes Dastot. What about Frothy Thread? He's been memorialised. It looks like we're going to do okay. Oh, hello. They're not memorialised. Stray Cat. Oh, we may as well. Ghost Cat's going to be just as problematic as a Ghost Dwarf, I think. It's not the form of the ghost that really frightens people. I think it's just the ghostliness. There is an intrinsic fear factor to ghosts that upsets dwarves. Yet again, maybe Ghost Cat is less scary. I don't know. Certainly, if a little ghost cat started going at me, I'd be like, ghosts exist? Fucking hell. This is a weird way to discover that. Because you know how it is. You know how it be. Right, our trader has decided they're going to sleep. Oh, that is just so jazz hands, isn't it? Old Stukosvod, he loves having a sleep, sometimes having a drink. But there's one thing he doesn't give a fuck about, and that's actually going and doing the shit he's supposed to do. Right, we're going to send him in Burrow 3. Here we go. Citizens. There we go. Where's Jazz Hands gone? Come on, get yourself into your zone. Fuzzy, Vukar, Stodir, he is Jazz Hands. Get in that trading zone and get trading, or I swear you're going into the mental health clinic. Do you understand? We've already got somebody slipping down the ladder. Someone's losing their grip. Let's find out who it is. I'm going to go to your therapist, take a peek, do a quick read of my dwarves. We've got 60 currently. And our least happy dwarf is, oh no, Fuzzy. Fuzzy, Fuzzy, Fuzzy. You appear to be a little bit unhappy. Or is it Dingo Dong? Phew, it's actually Dingo Dong. Fuzzy, you are quite content. Exactly the opposite of the criteria required for slaughter. Good. I feel happy now. I feel better. I feel better. Tidy, don't you start moaning. Don't you start moaning. You'd cause problems. You'd gone off the deep end. Your execution was assured. Fuzzy could have been saved. In fact, was saved. Saved by not being a moody bastard. Okay, Jazz Hands apparently isn't broken out of his reverie by orders to come and work. He just sits there in his bed, snoozing away, having a sleepy sleep. Dear oh dear. Booby gripper sounds like a criminal act. That sounds like a criminal class, right? Like a burglar or a safecracker. He's an alleyway booby gripper, sir. We've had him locked up for 3 days now, but he won't admit to any of his crimes, even though we've caught the boobs red-handed. You see, what happens there is he's got red ink on his hands. He grabs the booby. Grip, grip. Handprints. Amazing. What's wrong with me? How you'd explain a molestation to a 9-year-old? No, no, don't touch me there. Don't touch me in my no-no square. Or, indeed, what's in your pants belongs only to you. We've got kids. We've seen these educational videos. They'll do the job. They're just about okay. Where were we? We're looking at bars, and thinking dark thoughts. Let's move further down here. We're not going to buy any of these gems. We're not going to buy any blocks. We're not going to buy any stibnite. We're going to buy clay. It's not like I have a full stockpile of clay. Let's just get some clay on board. It'll be fine. Do I want obsidian? Not really. Do I want clay? I just said I did, so why are you asking yourself again, scoundrel? Well, you know, it could be early onset Alzheimer's. Don't say shit like that. It ain't funny. It's probably true. What? What did you say? Who are you? Let's keep looking. Nickel flasks. Look at this graph. Oh, sorry. Look at this flask. Oh, got an earthenware knob. Very nice. And a shizak, and a rimad, and a golast, and a tekak, and a basin. I think we've seen all of these, but that doesn't mean we won't take a little glance at them, just to be sure. Just to be sure if they're good or not. The earthenware knob. Allow me to please put the brakes on Mr. Swerwer so we don't overlay his fine sounds and besmirch their legacy. That'd be terrible. It reminds me of the phantom raspberry blower of old London town. I do remember that. I can't remember what from. Was that from a Carry On movie? I'm not sure. Charlie Says messages have gotten more explicit since I was a kid, obviously. Yeah. Charlie says, if the man in the van puts his willy in your mouth, bite it off. Oh my goodness, dark days. Look at that. Just the imagery I'm spreading around the internet has soured the mood of humanity by at least a degree, I'm sure. The goodies. Oh man, the old, the Gibbon song. Was it the Gibbon song? I forget. Man, I used to laugh so hard at the goodies. Haven't seen it since I was older, to be honest, so I don't know if it still holds up or not, but probably does. No reunions for them, though, unfortunately. Old Tim Brooke Taylor's passed on now. Very sad. Funky Gibbon, that was the one. Should have done a Funky Mandrill. Might still be alive. Two Ronnies. Oh, they were always good. They had some... They were very... what's his name? The bigger Ronnie had very good wordplay skills. The Four Candles sketch, obviously. An absolute classic. This is an earthenware knob. The knob is a tiny, handheld percussion instrument. Speak for yourself. It consists of a ceramic block. The musician shakes the block. The instrument has a single high pitch. The instrument has a full, focused, harsh timbre. Okay, so it's a high-pitched block that you shake. That's my impression of an earthenware knob. Hopefully you liked it. Oh, yes. No, I do remember it was the two Ronnies because they did the whole worm that turned sequence and all those kind of things. And I think the Phantom Raspberry Blower was in one of those sort of like long-term sketches that went over an entire season. Let's have a look at a green glass Shizek. Slavoj Shizek. This is a green glass Shizek. The keyboard is made from a one-humped camel bone. The case is made from green glass. The bells are made from clear glass. The Shizek is a mid-sized, handheld Slovenian glass musical instrument above which hang 22 glass bells. The musician uses a bone keyboard to select which of these bells are struck. The instrument has a 4.5 octave range, going from a mid-low to an extremely high pitch. At all pitches, the instrument has a sharp, fluid timbre. It has two registers. The low register has a full, pure, wavering timbre. So full, pure, and wavering, but also sharp and fluid. Hello, Bahantone. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us again. A wasp in a matchbox. That's the sound you get for like early black metal. It's more like a wasp in a jam jar. That kind of sound. But very simple. So we need full, pure, wavering, fluid and sharp. Mid-low. Okay. And it's got bells. How do we... Oh! Heavens above. It looks like the camera has failed. Let's get out of the way. We won't fanny around with that for too long. We'll try and get the music to work. Okay. Here we go. Pure, wavering bells. Are they dingers? Are they dongers? Are they bingers or are they bongers? Full pure wavering timber. Bing bong. No, deeper. Deeper. Bing bong bing. Bong bing bong bing bong bing. Okay, that's neither pure nor wavering. Bing bong bing. That's wavering, but not pure. It's also not very sharp. That was a bit sharp, but I think it fell flat on the fluid front. Let's try again. Bingy bingy bing bong bing bong bingy bong. Bingy bingy bing bong bing bong bingy bong. I am having trouble with the bells. It's never an easy one. The high register begins at high pitch and has a light, wispy timbre. Okay, so sharp and fluid, light and wispy. Okay, that was very weak indeed. We need to remember the shizek is one that requires more effort. More effort. Don't worry, the webcam will come back in a bit. I'll try to fix it. What about the Rimad? Rimad sounds like a music festival for world music. This is a cougar bone Rimad. The bowl is made from cougar bone. The mallet is made from stoneware. Excuse me. There we go. Let me see if I can fix this webcam. Hold on. If I go into studio mode and I go and look at camera and I double click on webcam and I deactivate and activate. Camera's working now. The Rimad is a large stationary percussion instrument. It consists of a bone bowl. The musician strikes the bowl with a ceramic mallet. The instrument has a single mid-low pitch. The instrument has an evolving, sparse, harsh timbre. So, evolving, sparse, but harsh at mid-low pitch. Ceramic mallet, bone bowl. Let's try closer to the mic. Again, I don't think I'm doing very well with these bing-bong instruments, but I'm trying my best. The stoneware golast. This is a well-crafted stoneware golast. The yoke is made from bismuth bronze. The sound chest is made from stoneware. The strings are made from giant cave spider silk. The golast is a large, hand-held, silk-stringed instrument with a metal yoke and a ceramic body. The strings are suspended from the yoke down to the body, and the musician plucks the 47 main strings. 8 drone strings are occasionally plucked. Tuning is accomplished by pegs. The instrument has a 5-octave range, going from a low to a very high pitch. At all pitches, the instrument has a choppy, steady timbre. It has 3 registers. The low register has a strong, vibrating, piercing timbre. Strong, vibrating, piercing, choppy and steady. I definitely remember doing this one. So, plucked strings. Boom, 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 bong, 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 bong. I'm not sure. Sounds like Lister's, mate. Heavens above. That is Red Dwarf. Rimmer, Lister, the Cat, and Crichton. Is that how you spell Crichton? I'm not sure that's how you spell Crichton. Could be though. The guy who played Crichton now does YouTube videos about electric cars and batteries. It's true. Anyway, where were we? At mid-low pitch and has a wobbling... the middle register begins at mid-low pitch and has a wobbling, vibrating, fragile timbre. So... ding 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 ding. Okay, that could be a lot better. The high register begins at mid-high pitch and has a full, focused, vibrating, harsh timbre. Ding Ding, ding, ding. Barely musical, but it'll do in a pinch. It'll have to do. It's all I've got. I can't do much better. How about a kangaroo bone tekak? Have we seen a tekak yet? I think we've seen one in a previous stream, just not in this one. This is a kangaroo bone tekak. It is decorated with well-crafted, baguette-cut clear glass gems. The frame is made from kangaroo bone. The body is made from earthenware. The strings are made from giant cave spider silk. The tekak is a large, hand-held, silk-stringed instrument with a bone frame and a ceramic body. The strings are suspended from the frame down to the body, and the musician plucks the 53 strings. Tuning is accomplished by pegs. The instrument has a 4.5 octave range, going from a low to a high pitch. At all pitches, the instrument has a flat timbre. It has 3 registers. The low register has a reedy, warm, heavy timbre. Reedy, warm, heavy, but flat. Plucked instrument. Ding, says a ding, 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 ding. Reedy and warm. Reedy, I think, is more like. The middle register begins at mid-low pitch and has a heavy, sonorous timbre. Ding, 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 ding. Could be slightly higher. Ding, 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 ding. Not so sonorous. Not so sonorous, I think. The memorial slab. That's true. That's true. The memorial slabs for people who were crushed will probably have to be special orders. They're going to have special little messages saying, "Hopefully you won't be feeling quite as flat in the near future." The high register begins at mid-high pitch and has a sweet timbre. Sweet but flat. Sweet and flat. I mean, presumably it would sound like a pancake or a crepe. No, sweet but flat. Sweet but flat. Mid-high pitch. I'm not sure. It's been a very lackluster musical offering so far. I don't feel like I'm on top form vis-a-vis musical instrument creation. I feel like I could be doing better. Hopefully next session will be a little bit more powerful, but we'll see how it goes. This is an earthenware basin. It is encircled with bands of common snapping turtle bone. The keyboard is made from bronze. The console is made from earthenware. The pipes are made from stoneware. The bellows is made from panda leather. Very endangered. Mwah. The basin is a huge stationary ceramic musical instrument which uses a leather bellows to pressurize air, ultimately blowing it through any of 438 ceramic pipes. Okay. The musician directs air through chosen pipes by playing a metal keyboard. The instrument has flue pipes and free reed pipes. The instrument has an 8-octave range, going from an extremely low to an extremely high pitch. It has 4 registers. The low register has a nasal, muddy timbre. Strike any further with that one. The middle register begins at low pitch and has a smooth, wispy timbre. That didn't sound quite right, did it? Anyway, carry on. The high register begins at middle pitch and has a full, strained, fluid timbre. I don't know where I'm going with this one. The top register begins at mid-high pitch and has a liquid, rich timbre. Liquid and rich. Okay. Well, the camera went at just the right moment, didn't it? Look at that. Amazing. It looks like I'm offering some kind of sneeze to the gods. Dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh my goodness. Phantom of the Opera. Very true. That was the correct interpretation of those awful noises. Such awful noises. We'll leave the face there. We'll leave the face there for now. I'm sure. Will that fix it? Nope, that won't fix it. But it'll be fine. We'll leave it and we'll get on with it. So that's all the musical instruments. We can apply a little bit of swerber to the stream, and hopefully that will improve things, make them go down more smoothly. Alternate theory, a Draltha mating call. Interesting. Although I prefer a mating call to be more of a kind of affair, you know? That's how I lure Kel over to me of the night. I'll come in after the stream when she's fast asleep, and I'll stand at the edge of the bed, knees slightly bent, arms held out in front of me, making a low humming noise that causes the entire room to throb. And then, if I'm lucky, she'll wake from her dreams, and instead of slapping me and sending me downstairs to sleep on the sofa, she will engage in sweet, sweet love. It's unlikely. It's very unlikely, in fact. I feel if I wake her up after an end of a stream at that kind of time of night, I'm going to get pretty short shrift. But hey, it's worth a try, right? It's worth a try. I'm not buying any egg birds unless they're exciting egg birds. Hens definitely don't fulfill that criteria. I think we need birds of prey, or large birds at least. A cassowary, an emu, both exciting egg birds. Hens, meh. Geese, meh. Not much of interest there. Let's keep coming down here. I'm not going to buy any booze. I'm not going to buy any cheese. But I will buy other forms of food that they may have available. Just to keep our food levels topped up. Just a bit. Just a touch. I'm not seeing a whole heap of shit in here that's particularly exciting, to be honest. It's once we've done the musical instruments and grabbed some food, everything's very much of a muchness. I mean, maybe we could spunk a load of money buying a load of metal shit and melting it down. Certainly got a lot of steel, but I don't feel like there's anything calling to me. I'm not really feeling that excited by anything. A few steel anvils might excite me more than what we've got, but whatever. Ibex leather bag, plump helmet spawn bags, yellow sand bags, yeah, very much of a muchness. Seen all that shit before. Let's buy a gypsum plaster bag, why not? You know, we've had gypsum plaster bottlenecks before. Why allow it to happen again? Why allow it to happen again? I certainly wouldn't. Bolts, meh. Wolverine bone crown, schnicked. Iron anvils, here we go, there's probably some more, right? There's a steel anvil in there somewhere. We'll be able to melt it down and get ourselves a bit of steel. I don't really care about gemstones. Let's have all the wolf spleen, swan tripe, prepared helmet, snake. You know what, we may as well buy all the fish and whatnot as well. As long as we stop short of the cheese, we should be fine. Should be fine. We could try making some like pits to build surface farms in, because I think if you build a pit open to the air and then roof over it, you can plant surface plants in there. I think that's how it works. I could be wrong though. I could be very, very wrong. It's happened before. We could also buy all of their thread and cloth, couldn't we? Then again, it seems like a lot of fannying around with bins when we could probably make our own at this point, right? More than likely. Backpacks. We can make our own backpacks, quivers, battle axes, cheese. Yeah, plenty of cheese there. Crutches and splints, all very exciting. Shall I buy some crutches and splints? May as well. What's the worst that could happen? Pedestals. In pursuit of ignorance. Interesting. This is a mule parchment scroll.
The rollers are made from cinnabar. Written on the item is an essay entitled In Pursuit of Ignorance, authored by Miston Craftpleated. It concerns the value of knowledge. The writing artfully indulges the author's fancies. Overall, the prose is splendid. Wow, I mean, the title's intriguing. The title pulled me in, but beyond the title, there doesn't seem to be much meat on the bones of this tome. Tome bones. There's an idea. A slate hive, a pitch blend display case, a cassiterite dodecahedral die. Sounds exciting. Techac body display case. Against Alifa saffron dimple. This is gonna trick me into reading about a book about an elf writing a book, isn't it? Giant tree frog, blah blah blah. It just concerns. It has no actual subject. It just concerns. That's all the way it goes. Sometimes it just concerns. I'm so glad they don't sell sex toys. Mind you, with that face, perhaps they do. That's when you accidentally catch a whiff of a used yet abandoned sex toy. That's the face that one pulls in that circumstance. I dug a 3-deep pit and put a roof over it. I mean, I might give that a go for some surface variety, because we do have a shitload of surface food coming in, and if we could just use the seeds, it would make more sense. As long as the square is designated outside light, it will be fine. Okay. Yeah, we do. Well, we've got plenty of blocks around, so we should be able to do it. It should be fine. Also, a good way to keep Butcher from miasma. Oh, can you go over the top then? Huh. Okay, I didn't realise you could go over the top of a butcher's and have the miasma still escape. Bookbinding, Techac frame, rutile display case, a wolf parchment scroll, and a shale-bound codex. Let's have a look. This is a well-crafted, shale-bound codex. The written portion consists of a 215-page novel entitled The Creamy Warts and Guards, authored by Ago Boulder-Doomed. The work has no particular subject. The writing is quite florid, and it is somewhat self-indulgent. Overall, the prose is not awful, but not very good either. The Creamy Warts and Guards. Interesting. I'm gonna hazard a guess. This is about someone who catches a venereal condition and researches methods of guarding against its transmission. That's my guess. We'll never know. We can't read these books. They are purely for the pleasure of our own dwarves. But I'm going to buy it and put it in the sexy zone in our library. What about this marble-bound codex? Let's take a little look. This is a marble-bound codex. It is encrusted with point-cut bone opals. The written portion consists of a 112-page guide entitled Mysteries of Torrid Bridges, authored by Zolak Murder Ruthless. It concerns the fortress Torrid Bridges. The writing has a hint of viciousness to it. Overall, the prose is splendid. Ooh, very nice. I mean, the guy's name is more exciting, really, than anything else. Torrid Bridges sounds like the kind of place where torrid stuff happens, but I'm guessing it's not really. It's got an exciting name, boring location. What about a conglomerate-bound codex? This is a conglomerate-bound codex. The written portion consists of a 1-page essay entitled Dang Curse Savage After the End, authored by Dang Curse Savage. It concerns the sermon of the goblin Dang Curse Savage at Treaty Calms, in the early summer of 312, setting the doctrines of harvesting against the Pointy Order. The writing is a comedy treasure trove, and it is quite cheerful. Overall, the prose is masterful. It's like when one of those people retires from the CIA and writes about how they made like indigenous peoples fight each other with sticks to distract them from the fact that their fruit were being stolen by an international company. That kind of thing. A Sylvite-bound codex. This is a well-crafted Sylvite-bound codex. The written portion consists of a 1-page guide entitled Foundations of Speech Castles. Not very exciting. What about a Koboldite-bound codex? This is a Koboldite-bound codex. The written portion consists of an 84-page guide entitled The True Fort. All the ones about forts tend to be a little bit tedious. And then it's all parchment sheets from here. Well, we're buying 8 grand's worth of stuff. That's probably a couple of thingamajigs, but we're going to put all the crappy old dresses and stuff in first, because can't get rid of them, what's the point of bringing them here in the first place, right? Yeah, exactly. Do I want to sell any green glass discs? I mean, I could. It'll just prompt the creation of more green glass discs, but I feel like goblets and mugs are probably more sensible, right? Shift more shit that way, right? Green glass goblets, there we go. There's still $6,000 in the red. You know, mugs and goblets, they should do it, right? A whole page of mugs and goblets here, very exciting. That Rhyolite mug as well. And then, oh god, we could put the serrated green glass discs in, but it seems like a waste, right? Seems like a bit of a waste. Although that said, we could start banging them in traps as well. That also makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? And I should be keeping enough in stock at any one time in order to make a 3x3 zone of traps, right? Let's do it. The trading is over. I'm going to put in a nice little set of green glass disc traps. And I'm going to put them... I think I'm going to put them on the other side of the sand collection zone. Yeah? Just over here? Is this forbidden? No? Okay, the sandbags aren't forbidden, sorry, it's fine. It's fine. So, build trap, weapon trap, that's W. And then we'll pop it, where are we popping it? Pop it here, there we go. Build it with a quartzite mechanism. And then we find our... Is that what that is? Giant bismuth bronze axe blade? No. No. We want green glass... What? Where are they? Question mark? Spiked copper balls? Yeah, whatever. Chestnut balls? Maybe. But we appeared to be... Why have we got so many balls laying around as well? I thought we traded all the balls. Well, we'll get round to it. We'll figure it out. I can't do anything with this at the moment, though, because these spinning green glass discs aren't prepared. They're not ready. Okay, what we'll do is we'll wait for them to be removed from the trade depot, and then hopefully they'll be available for building traps. That would be the dream, right? That would be the ideal scenario. Oh, hello there. Hello, Urasrune. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us again. Sorry to miss you there. Keep looking down, chat. Catch up with everybody. You recharge, Urasrune. It's okay to crash down every now and again. I must admit, I'm feeling a little crashy right now. What time is it? It's 1:45 in the morning, and I've been going for nearly 2 hours. I don't think I'm going to do a full 3 AM stream. I'm going to take no break, and I'm going to play on a little bit longer, but I do feel like maybe I should rein it in this evening, because we're a little low energy. We're a little low energy this... Oh, I am. You guys aren't. You guys are doing fine. You're an excellent audience. You're very good at it. Professional, almost. Maybe I'll rein it in a little early, and then we'll see if we can get up early and do some Crusader Kings tomorrow. See how it pans out. See how it pans out. I'm not sure whether it's the light or the above ground that stops the miasma, but one or the other does. I thought it was light, because as that means it's exposed to the sky, right? Technically, that's what it's supposed to mean. Or maybe I'm wrong. It does look like getting rid of all those fishing and plant gathering orders has dealt with a lot of the people going to the surface, and also dramatically reduced the quantity of vomit in our corridors. Previously, we had a real vomit situation. It was getting very sicky. But now, look at this. Our dwarves are all clean. I mean, their corridors are clean. I'm not sure they're actually clean. But it's good enough for now. Oh, look at that. We've got a full suit of armour for every member of our military. Although, that said, it's only copper. So, we'll see. Maybe I should make up some leather armour first. Some leather caps to use as training gear, right? You get them trained up in leather armour, they get used to using it, and then you add heavier and heavier armours until they get better and better, right? Right? CK3 is ruining our night. Heavens above, I don't know about ruining it. I mean, to be fair, I feel like it's my lack of sleep last night that's ruining our night, if anything, because I did not sleep well. I mean, I don't know if I can express deeply enough how much I hate our new mattress. we've got a new bed, we've got a new mattress with it, and where we went from like a solid memory foam mattress, which was very nice, we've gone to this thing that is, for some reason, shaped or something, some IKEA mattress, and it's a fucking nightmare to sleep on. Absolute nightmare. Maybe that's what I should ask for my birthday, a new mattress. That kind of makes sense, right? Hello, Ottiosities. It has. I was going to fix it, but people seem to have become endeared to the freeze, so I've decided to keep it for a little bit. It'll be fine. And also, you can't see how much I'm sweating, because it is fucking warm in here. I would open the back doors, but because it's dark and the lights are on, that would just mean hundreds of flying insects will come barging in and cause all manner of chaos, quite apart from the amount of my blood they're likely to drink. Maybe I should make a second barracks. I know Sal was saying making a second squad might be a good idea earlier on, so maybe I should heed the advice of someone actually good enough to make tutorials about Dwarf Fortress. That could be sensible. It's ridiculously warm. Ridiculously warm. Yeah, no, I would go back to I'll go back to our old horrible coffee stained mattress with the big brown mark on it any day of the week. Although maybe not now. It's been disposed of. It's probably in that fucking landfill somewhere. Oh god, that's a horrible thought. Oh no, I need to sleep on decomposing straw. Something a little bit more environmentally friendly. Mind you, straw, that can't be comfortable, right? Yikes. Yikey yikes. It was coffee stained, honestly. I mean, what about my streams that you've seen would make you suspect that I would sugarcoat it? I would butter the stains, so to speak, on my mattress in order to make them seem less terrible. After the stuff I copped to last session, I mean, good lord, seems highly unlikely. And as far as I'm aware, neither blood nor poop ever touched that mattress. Well, I mean, maybe a little bit of blood, but not in a major way. Not in a way that you would look at the stain and go, what is this fucking big brown mark? Not in the same way you get when you upend an entire cup of coffee into the bed more than once, right? Very different. Oh, hello. Where were we? We were waiting for things to tick over, really. I'm kind of now at the point where my military should become the focus, right? We need to start getting them trained up and better at what they do, which doesn't seem to be happening. Are they training right now? Let's click on them and find out. Labour, is that what it is? B? No. How do I figure out what they're doing? They're not doing anything, are they? Eating? Sleeping? I just can't see anybody doing any kind of training in there, which is not what we made this barracks for. I mean, it turns out it's basically nothing but a storage space for decent quality materials, but, I mean, ideally we would like them to be training, wouldn't we? Wouldn't we? Wouldn't we? Wouldn't we? Or maybe not. Let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at the training sessions. Right? The ochre locks all dead. Good. That's what they're supposed to be. So we're training up until granite, slate, felsite, hematite, malachite, and galena. What's the current month? How do we find that out? Currently, the 8th month, presumably, which would be. Hang on. MS 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Oh, it's got current written next to it. Well done, scoundrel. Well done. Good boy. Congratulations. Very clever. Excellent working eyes. Oh, God. So it's going to be a while before they would train anyway. So we'll leave them be for now. Yeah. I mean, spilling anything in bed is always a bummer. Unless it's like the worst thing that I ever do is actually eat in bed. I mean, little packs of tortilla chips and stuff. I'll eat them and then you've got like crumbs for the rest of the week. Or, well, you've got crumbs until you change the sheets at least. You could do that. Or I suppose you could just brush them all off onto the floor, but that seems like a Pyrrhic victory, right? Harry Beaver, what have you cancelled shearing for? No creatures? That can't be why we've paused here. Why have we paused? Oh, it's the arrival of some migrants. Exciting. Are they good migrants or are they bad migrants? Who knows? Let's find out. We have, it seems, lost some happiness again. Look, we've got 2 sad lads.
Nobody knows what it's like to be a sad lad, a mad lad, to get squished by scoundrel. Okay, so here we are. We had 60 adults, 1 child, and 0 vulnerable babies. We now have 63 adults, 1 child, and 0 vulnerable babies. Which is a bit weird, because that means only 3 dwarves came. Which, you know, obviously, that's... no, don't go there, scoundrel. Don't take it to the pink place. Be clean. Be clean, just for 10 minutes or so. It'll be fine. No one's going to leave because you didn't get dirty enough. Well, they might, but that's on them. That's not on you, scoundrel. You can be pure. Truly pure and sweet and innocent. Well, innocent, sweet, pure. Okay, I can't be any of those things, but I can pretend, god damn it. Let's sort by migration wave. Here we go. Go down to our latest migration wave. We've got a trader, a gem cutter, and an animal dissector. Nah. What about their military skills? Anything? Well, hello. A talented mace dwarf with 95 kills to their name. 38 goblins, 32 humans, 17 dwarves, 5 elves, 2 trolls, and 1 disaster of Silverthroat. Okay, so you've got some military skill. Maybe we could pop you into our military. I mean, at the moment, it's not really got any windows. No openings to be filled. No apertures through which you can squeeze your talents. But we'll see where it goes. We'll see how it goes. It's not like we haven't executed people in the military for having very slight mental health issues before. And, looking at this, we've already got some pretty bad sadness taking place. Look, we're down to 3. Ooh, those memorial slabs. I nearly forgot the memorial slabs. Build, Alt-S. Place our first slab up here. There we go. And looks like they're all memorials. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to place everyone we've got, memorial or not, and hopefully that'll sort the problem out. Good, wouldn't it? That's not a memorial slab I've placed there. I appear to have bunged a statue down for some reason. Why anyone would do that, I don't know, but I did. Let's not put a slab there. Let's click here, cancel the statue placement, build, Alt-S, slab there, bosh, there we go. All the slabs going down, and we're going to end up with no ghosts. I am afraid of no ghosts because no ghosts gives me nothing to be afraid of. It's an absence of ghosts. Vampire? Huh? Oh, apparently not. Have you got a temple, tavern, guild halls for weaponsmiths and armorsmiths? We haven't got a temple or a tavern, but I am loath to start a tavern up. Things are sort of okay at the moment. We've got sad folks, but things aren't terrible, and I don't know if a tavern is going to bring the mood up enough to warrant the sort of extra kerfuffle it brings with all the visitors. I suppose we could make it citizens only, couldn't we? Could kind of do that. And I could kind of make a generic temple. Although digging deep might be more fun. I should try and sort out all the fucking stone, shouldn't I? I mean, look at this bobbins here. Okay, it's time to deal with that dump that I made. Look, we made a dump over here and I completely forgot to deactivate it. What a wally. DBC, reclaim all the crap in that pile, and then hopefully next time the traders come they'll whiz all the crap in it off to the trade depot and we'll be able to sell it. Although no guarantees because, well, if that was going to happen they would have probably done it already. Okay, so the traders aren't quite ready to leave yet, but that's fine, they'll go eventually. They'll fuck off, don't worry. I'm kind of looking at where I should be placing temples and the like. We could put a temple up here next to the hospital, but I feel like I want to put another barracks there. We've already got this barracks, and the second barracks might be just what we need. Let's do it. Let's get some digging on. Let's get my dig on. Dig up here, and we'll build a second barracks just on the other side of the hospital, like this. Go. There's priority number 3. Leave 2 spaces between, just for, you know, just for the sake of it. No, just to make sure we get engravings on the right side of the wall. remove that, bingo, bango, bongo, everything's good. Yeah? I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. But while we're here, let's also go to the stone stockpile and deal with that as well. DBD. We are going to dump... Oh, hang on. Careful, scoundrel. Careful. Let's go to here and then activate the dump where we're going to put the rhyolite. DBD. There we go. And then we dump all the rhyolite over here. Badong, badong, badiddly dong, diddly diddly dong dong. There we go. And then we go Z to the stock screen. And we press E. Type in wheel to find the wheelbarrows. Wheel with a B? Why not? And then we get rid of all the ones that have no markers. Why are there forbidden wheelbarrows? That doesn't seem like it should be a thing. Okay. Okay, we're going to undo all of the dumping orders on the ones that are in jobs first. Then we can remove them. We'll do all the forbidden ones as well. Job, job. No. Yep. Go. Won't take too long, he says, knowing full well that it will take longer than he'd like. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Here we go, nearly there. Nearly there. Just distracted by a little bit of the old JD. F, there we go, let's get rid of all the Fs. In fact, actually, if I say Control J, bottom, there we go, Shift F, down to the bottom again, Shift F, go the other way, can't go the other way, go back down to the bottom again, Shift F, and then it's Shift D, 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 there we go. All the wheelbarrows are unforbidden. And I doubt the unforbidden. Do 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 do. There you go, a little bit of a Metallica pun for you there. Don't accuse me of lacking the puns. No one would do that. No one in their right mind would accuse me of lacking puns. If anything, they'd accuse me of having too many puns. Very clearly one of my problems. At least from my kids' perspective. Let's put it that way. Zast the Clothier is taken by a Fey Mood. Very exciting. Let's watch the clothing stockpiles and see how they change. Although, having said that, I might want to remove some of these clothing stockpiles because they seem to be preventing the dumping of knackered clothing. So we're just going to do that. I'm going to get rid of those for now. And then we'll come back and see how they pan out. Oh, they've gathered their workshop. They've gone off to a loom to get some cloth. And presumably... Oh my god, they started production already. Fucking hell, one piece of cloth. This is going to be boring. 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 Well, I don't know. The kids certainly don't think I'm that funny. They are deeply unimpressed with my humour. And I get a lot of "Dad!" which is, you know, fair, I suppose. I mean, I am their dad, after all, and it is their right to find my jokes laboured and unfunny. But hey, never mind. Okay, so we've got our mood going on there, that's fine, no need to really focus too hard on that. It looks like we're getting on top of the amount of wool that we'd gathered. We are actually spinning that into thread now, which is good. Farming appears to be going on quite aggressively. Got a good full farm plot there. Eggs, clearly a substance that we're acquiring en masse, because if you look at these stockpiles here, they're very eggy. They're very eggy indeed. I am a little concerned that nobody's moving crap out of here. We've got a lot of fish in there. We've got a bit of stone in there. What else have we got in here? Can't really see much. The elevated boat experiment. Got lots of books. A library does make sense at this point. Once they've dug out the second barracks, I'm going to put a library in. I'm not sure where I'm going to put it in, but I am going to put a library in. And I could put it on this floor. I could put it on the floor with the dining hall, actually. You know what? I'm going to make the dining hall next to the library next to the dining hall. I'm going to do it right here. I'm going to dig a door in there. And there we go. Bonk, 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 bonk. It's going to be a 2 by 2 shift space room. That's my idea. And then we're going to smooth it, engrave it, fill it with bookcases. Bonk, we got a library. Which would be nice, wouldn't it? Lovely library. Hello Ozone, welcome back. Did my camera freeze? It did. It froze just in the middle of doing a musical instrument, and chat decided that for now we can leave it. I could fix it. I could also remove it, but we'll leave it like that for now. We'll leave it like that for now. It allows me to scratch myself and pick myself to my heart's content without worry of people judging me on it until I tell them I'm doing it. I'm picking right now. It is indeed 4 minutes past 2 in the morning, Ozone. Zast Nisharos the Clothier has created Ubaskastin Nuralgamil, a pigtail turban. He claims it as a family heirloom. Oh, exciting. I like the idea of a pigtail turban. Never even considered the idea of a turban before. Screamed Prowl, the Blind Trust, a pigtail turban. This is a pigtail turban. All craftsdwarfship is of the highest quality. It is made from pigtail cloth. On the item is an image of waves in pigtail. Okay, it's a little bit dull actually. It's not the most exciting piece of clothing that has been crafted in this fort. Well, it might actually be. It might be. I'm not naked actually. Funnily enough, Ozone, I am wearing the very same shirt that you see me wearing in that frozen image. Although I will concede this, I have my trousers rolled up to just below the knee. It was above, but they seem to have unfurled somewhat. It's bloody warm tonight. I don't like it. I don't like this heat. It's not conducive to streaming. Also, I didn't start the stream with a coffee, so that could explain why I'm having this feeling of flagging, this low energy sensation. What the hell is this giant red bird? Oh, it's a cardinal. Cardinal and an adder. Okay. I should probably put all my female birds in the bird zone, right? That kind of makes sense. Let's do it now while I'm thinking about it. Here we go. I, Shift N, and then a blue peafowl. Yep. Okay, let's keep going. These are all in here. That's cool. That's cool. Poults, cats, ewes, dogs, doe rabbits. Let's make this a bit bigger. There we go. Okay. Okay, I'm not seeing all these birds. I don't know why. I might need to deal with some of these sheep though. It is getting a bit silly, the amount of sheep we have knocking around. We should start training some of these big cats as well. They're probably going to make fairly decent combatants, right? Not excellent, but better than nothing. And we've got to start slaughtering these fucking rabbits. Where are they coming from? I mean, obviously, they're coming from a giant fluffy fuck pile. But, I mean, ideally, I need to get to the core of the fuck pile and stop it from fucking. Right? We've got to do some neutering. Oh, well, I mean, why neuter when you can kill, right? I mean, it's far more effective as a method of preventing breeding. I mean, sure, I've had a vasectomy, but I'd be even more confident that I wasn't going to have any more children if they'd just killed me. Obviously, there are some downsides, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't be thrilled at the proposition, but, you know, I would at least be 100% assured, right? That makes sense. Come on, where are all my ladybirds? Ladybirds, ladybirds. Not the... we've gone all the way around. Okay, we've got all the birds in the laying zone. It's good. There we go. Good stuff. No, I didn't spill the coffee on the mattress, actually. Not in this juncture. What happened was, we've got one of those machines that you put the little pods in and it makes the coffee, and there's one pod left. And I put my mug on it in the machine ready for before the stream, and then Kel came into the kitchen and went, "Oh, you've saved the last pod for me." And I was internally going, "I fucking haven't." And then externally I went, "Yeah, you can have it."
And, you know, I could have made a cup of instant, but that's not a treat, is it? It's nice to start a stream with a little treat. So I had a can of cider, and it went okay. It went okay. Let's find the animals, and let's get rabbit slaying. Where are you, rabbits? There's a buck rabbit. Oh, it's a pet. It's a fucking pet. Well, we're going to geld the bad boy. There we go. Oh, wait. Can I do a filter here? I can't, can I? Yes, I can. S. R-A-B-B. Ah, fantastic. XXX. Okay, you can't geld women, apparently, but you can kill them. We've discussed this before. Lovely. Good. Okay, so realistically, we should not be getting any more rabbits here, right? We've gelded our buck, and our does are all getting slaughtered, apart from... Oh no, Zlatan's dead. So why can't we slaughter his rabbit now? I wouldn't feel particularly... Oh well, never mind. Let's not go there. Let's not go there. I don't know. We're not married, and nor will I ever get married. Not on the cards for me. Also, you're British, going back up thing a bit. You have to have tea, not coffee. I'm phoning the Queen to let her know she has a traitor in the country. I mean, honestly, if they've done any homework about me, they know I'm a traitor. They're already fully aware that I'm not about to support the royal family. Yeah, ironically, not my cup of tea. Not a supporter of royalty. Not by a long shot. In this country, or any other, in fact. Inherited nobility, bad. Very bad idea. In fact, I would go further than saying bad. It's a stupid idea. And the idea that it still exists in this country aggravates me no end. Not being married doesn't make you not a good husband, though. Maybe I'm a good boyfriend. That's what I do. It's boyfriending. Autosity says, what about getting married as a subscriber goal? Twitch streamers are bound by blood to follow through on subscriber goals. No, I mean, to be fair, let me make this super clear. My disapproval of marriage extends as far as I don't attend weddings. I won't even... Kel's been to a few of my friends' weddings. I haven't been to any of them. I've got no interest whatsoever in even pretending to support the institution. I don't like it. But there you go. I do drink tea every now and again. I'm more likely to drink a chamomile tea. I've got one here right now, but it's gone cold, unfortunately. That's true. Animal husbandry doesn't involve marriage. That's very true. Let me just say, some of my husbandry has been pretty animalistic. But yeah, I mean, technically, I suppose, if you're going to deal with it that way, then yeah, sure. I'm quite good at husbanding. But it's not my intent. It's not my intention. Anyway, I've been going around this fortress for a good few minutes here and have achieved precisely nothing. Let's see if the rhyolite's been shifted yet. No, still shitloads of it not been done. Actually, DB. This fucker here, there's a forbidden bloody boulder in the rhyolite stockpile. Come on now. And these bones. No forbidden bones here. Just allowed bones, that's all. Just that's all. Where's Dwarf Therapist gone? I mean, rather, where's the music gone? That's what I was wanting. Music, not Dwarf Therapist. Dwarf Therapist can go fuck itself, quite frankly. Okay, so we've got our second... Oh, they stopped digging the barracks, but now they've decided to dig it out instead. Whatever. How about our library? Have they begun on that? No, good, because they shouldn't have. That should be a lower priority than the barracks, which is currently taking forever. I didn't squish all my miners in the mental health purge, did I? Because it looks like we've got 4 unruly citizens, which is not optimal. We don't want them getting too sad. Who's sad? Who's sad? I'm going to take a little peek into Dwarf Therapist and find out who the sad people are. Sort by nothing. It's then arrange by happiness. There we go. Scroll up a bit. Oh no, Fuzzy's still very happy. Doing a quick refresh. Dingo Dong, Sapo, Burr Asbocht and Nil Serrazano are all pretty unhappy. And I don't know why. One of them's a fish cleaner. We can get that off the table straight away. Get back to furnace operating. Although maybe it is me stepping in and saying, no, you can't perform your vocation. Absolutely bloody not. No. I forbid it. You must do what I say. That could be why people are getting moody. But then again, that basically just means I have to squish them, right? Once people get sad, you squish them. One little frowny face and then done. Let's put your guts on the outside. I mean, possibly, I don't know. I feel like that's what happens, right? You get squished and all your guts come out, like squished out of your body like toothpaste from a tube. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's not how it happens. Maybe you form like a perfectly sealed sachet of internal organs, crimped to perfection around the edge by whatever falls and squishes you. But again, maybe not, right? That seems like a very cartoony way for things to unfold. Oh my god, imagine if I was a therapist. I tell you what, if I was a therapist, the only person who could possibly allow me to pass my exams as a teacher would be the therapist from Nightbreed, played by David Cronenberg. He might allow me. He might say, yes, I think it's a good idea that you teach people about how their feelings mean. How their feelings mean? Okay, well, I wasn't prepared for that one. I launched into an improvised impression of David Cronenberg and then realised I don't really remember how David Cronenberg sounds. All I can remember is him getting very agitated and sort of sexually suggestive with a very sharp knife. In that particular movie, of course. You know, in other movies, he's a different fella entirely. That's the nature of acting. Not that he's mainly an actor, mainly a director. Give them a bit of a chance, maybe squish them if they go red. Some people get over feeling yellowish. That's true. That's true, that's very true. Maybe we give them a chance. We'll give them just enough chance to go back into the white area. But if they go from yellow to red, I'm afraid we get out Dr. Drawbridge and he can prescribe some flattening. It'll be good. Oh, Shrek, man, watch Nightbreed. It's one of my favourite movies, mainly due to the practical effects in it. I mean, it really was a fantastic movie for practical effects. It's a cool story. I think personally, some people may disagree with me here, but it's my favourite Clive Barker adaptation. I think it's the best of the movies of his stuff. I mean, let's face it, what are the other contenders? Hellraiser 1, Rawhead Rex? Man, I don't think the Rawhead Rex films really quite have what it takes to stack up against Nightbreed. For years they were talking about doing a Nightbreed TV series, but I don't think it's ever going to actually come to fruition. It is. I think the short story it's based on is called Midian, Midian. And I don't know if I'd recommend reading the short story or watching the movie first, to be honest. I think watch the movie, because I feel like you'd get more out of the movie as a premise going in relatively cold, and then the book isn't spoiled too badly by knowing the outcome. The book is slightly different. Not wildly different, broadly the same, but it has enough difference that it's... because I watched the film first, then read the book, and I feel like that was quite a good way to do it. Quite a good way. Come on, guys, dig this room out. God, it takes forever. There we go. Nice bit of gold in the walls too. So, designate smooth. And we'll smooth this lovely room, then we'll engrave it, put in all the gubbins for a barracks, and away we go. Hopefully it won't take too long to smooth. It shouldn't. It should be fine. We've probably got a buttload of gold bars, haven't we? We've dug out quite a bit of gold from this floor. There's still some left in the walls, obviously, but not that much. Not that much. The rooms are fairly large, so they're catching quite a bit of the vein. Ooh, catching the vein, that sounds bad. I can only think of two possible interpretations of the phrase. One, something to do with being a heroin addict, and two, something to do with getting your willy caught on something.
And I don't want my willy caught in anything. Oh god no. Heavens above. Horrid thoughts. It's now making me think of Nightmare on Elm Street 3. That scene where he uses the guy as a puppet, using his veins as strings. But now I'm thinking about it happening via the willy. Awful. Awful. I brought a friend his Books of Blood when I was a teenager. He said it didn't sleep for days after reading it. You know what? What blew me away about Clive Barker's work is just how sexually, how much sexual imagery there is in it. He's got a sexy thing going on, I think, old Clive. He loves a bit of the old, tongue action. He really does. Nightwing, as in Dick Grayson, the first Robin to Batman. Nightwing? No, Nightbreed. Nightbreed. Very different. Very different. A fantastic movie and a pretty damn good short story, I would say. It's always the case. I see ooh in chat, ew, and I'm sitting there thinking that could be about anything I've said over the last couple of hours. They could be ewing at something I said 5 seconds ago, or ewing at something 10 minutes ago. Who knows? Who knows? But there's one guarantee, that this stream will probably elicit an ew from someone before the end. From somebody. You never know who it's going to be. Ah, come on, dwarves, get smoothing. This is taking too long. Oh no, I've just been sent a text message saying that the data in my goodie bag has run out. Oh no! Don't worry, I'm pretty sure I can sort that out. Hello, Sorrel the Soul, welcome back, thanks for joining us again. How do you feel about the Steam version of Dwarf Fortress? Do you like the new look? I actually do. I do like the new look. Some of the artwork they've been releasing on the subreddit has been pretty tantalising. And also, you can always go back to the old texture packs that you like, the tile sets, so it's not too big a deal. And to be honest, I like the way that it shows quality, like wear and tear, all that kind of stuff. It gives you a lot more visual detail that you can figure out without having to learn all the various subtle colour gradations of the ASCII tile set. It's good. I am genuinely looking forward to it, but I'm not entirely sure if it will ever come out. I mean, yeah, sure, they keep saying they're fairly optimistic it will come out quite soon, but soon? Question mark? Soon TM? Who knows? Who knows? Could come out. Well, it won't come out imminently, that's for sure. Did anybody watch the PAX interview we did? One of the ladies from Kitfox was interviewing Tarn on a PAX thing yesterday. And I caught, I think, the last hour of it or so. I don't know how much I missed at the beginning. I went along, watched it on Twitch. I saw Clinadev in chat. I was about to say hi, and then I realised it was subs only chat. You couldn't say hello or ask any questions. Disaster. Disaster. It still says time is subjective. 6 months, says Sal. I feel like a shining light of optimism coming from your direction there, Sal. That feels optimistic to me, but then again, I would never claim to know more about DF than you do. That seems like a highly unlikely scenario. I mean, sure, I play it quite a bit, but how much attention am I really paying? I mean, I only just realised the game's saving. I've been sitting here, haven't had my hand on the keyboard or mouse for a good few minutes, just blithely blabbering on. You know what, the camera's been frozen long enough. Let's deal with the camera again. If I go into studio mode here, we can go over to camera, we can say webcam, please deactivate, and then activate, and hey, I'm back again, there you go. Told you I wasn't nude. Oh ye of little faith. Faith, F. I don't know if you noticed that, but I pronounced that TH, faith, which is a very unusual word. Is it faith? It's not faith, it's very dangerous. Just estimating based on the development of the art and the UI. What have I been doing with my hands? Oh, for Christ's sake, is it frozen again? Oh, fuck you. Fuck you, shitty webcam. Let's try again. One more go. One more go. The game's still saving. We've got a little bit of... Oh, fuck, it's unpaused. Deactivate. Activate. Okay. Hey, there we go. Let's see if I can... Is it going to freeze? Is it going to freeze? Apparently not. No, it's not going to freeze. It's fine. It's fine. We're all good. Okay. My hands, I had one over here on a chair, another one over here holding a pint glass of water that I have actually failed to drink any of for the entire stream. So this is now a 2.5 hour old glass of water. A little on the stale side, but never mind. Yeah, if the camera goes again, we'll just put it off like that. I mean, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Oh god, they're taking forever to smooth out this barracks, but it'll get done. It'll get done. I should probably stop staring at it because, as the old adage goes, a watched pot never boils. Which is obviously untrue. But it's going to boil regardless. Well, providing you're actually adding heat to it. If you're just watching it, then no, it's not going to. If that's all you're doing, then sure, no, it's not going to boil. They're taking forever to dig out this little stockpile here as well. Oh, it's not a stockpile, is it? It's going to be a library. Very different from a stockpile. But is it? I mean, realistically, a library is a stockpile for books, yeah? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Asking all the big philosophical questions on this stream. All of them. That, in fact, you know, we've run out of big philosophical questions. Don't try and come up with any more. Got one more square waiting to be smoothed, and of course everyone else fucks off while that's the case. Well, I'm not going to let it get me down. I'm going to say engrave. Excuse my hiccups. And I'm going to say engrave from here up to here. Aha, see? And then we'll go a bit further up once that's done. Once the smoothology has been completed. It'll be nice. I watch my pot dwarves boil all the time. Lava is good for that. That's true. That is true. Lava will boil a dwarf pretty darn quickly. With great heat comes great pressure and temperature. Well, of course, great temperature. That's stupid. That's tautologous to even mention. Come on, scoundrel. You can do better than this. I mean, maybe not tonight, but you can. Within the grand scheme of things, it is entirely possible. I am hoping that next week, as in tomorrow onwards during the week, I'm going to be doing quite a bit more daytime streaming. I'm going to attempt to get a few more in, like hopefully 4 or 5 daytime streams. We'll see how it goes, though. We'll see how it goes. Obviously, we've got Crusader Kings sitting there waiting to be played. We've got Red Dead ready for a bit of rootin' and tootin'. There's so many options. So many options, but we'll see how it is. Obviously, feel free to chivvy me up in the Discord. If you see me not streaming during the day, maybe say, hey, scoundrel, fancy doing a stream? And there is a chance, not a big one, but a chance that I'll say, yeah, actually I do. Let's go. Let's do it. Have we smoothed out that other square? Looks like they have. Excellent. We'll just let them finish the orders that are in there. Then we'll put in more engraving jobs and it'll be fine. Oh, we never smoothed or engraved the previous barracks, did we? I never bothered with it at all. What a fool. What a bloody fool. What do we do with this then? And actually this barracks is significantly smaller than the other one, isn't it? We're going to have trouble fitting the same kind of infrastructure in and still having space for training. Damnez-vous. Damnez-vous. Still, we've got 10. We can get 10 beds in. It'll be fine. No need to panic. Everybody calm down. Settle in. It's going to be okay. Sanctum's engraved a masterpiece. That's very exciting. Is that another gravestone? Have we... hang on. Did we not get the slabs done? Surely we did. Right. Oh, hello. Here we go. The music went funny. And now look at me. I'm frozen again. Fully frozen. In a look of what I can only describe as sort of doe-eyed fear. I look like I've just spotted someone coming at me with a gun, don't I? Poor past me. Well, don't worry, past me. There's no one with a gun. I know for a fact, because they're not here now. And if they had been coming at you then, they'd be here now, right? That's a statue, not a slab. There we go. pop one there. Are any of them memorials? None of them are memorials. It looks like we're good. It looks like we're good for memorials. Catalogue pose. It's a gun catalogue target pose, perhaps. I'm not sure anyone's going to be buying any slacks based off of my facial expression there, though. And maybe if I like casually hung a blazer over one of my shoulders and pointed at something out of frame, maybe they would buy trousers from me. Seems unlikely, though. Who's this guy? Why are you standing there, Kib? What's your deal? You don't seem to be very happy. You're just sort of standing around by the switch, moping, looking a little bit dishevelled, perhaps. Why is this? Is there anything I can do to cheer you up? Oh, he's gone. Nope, he's just standing on the other side of the wall. What are you up to? Are you actually a fortress citizen, or are you just a visitor? Because I don't know how I feel about visitors inside the trap perimeter. Feels a little bit worrying. Ideally, I want some of our miners to start getting a little bit of a move on, because they are not digging through this stone very quickly, are they? I wonder if we've still got our legendary miners. That's a good question. I'm going to go over to Dwarf Therapist and take a peek. Let's go and peek what the mining situation is. Mining... we've still got a level 19. They're all fine to unhappy. Oh god, we've got 4 people in the yellow zone. Oh, bugger it. Oh, bugger it. It's okay though. We'll recover. We'll recover. They can either undergo psychiatric treatment, as have the rest of the fortress citizens who have been a little bit unhappy, or we'll see if there are other methods to bring them out of their malaise, their little sadness cloud. I thought that was the barracks, but it's not, is it? That's the other thing. That's a meeting hall. TB... no, that's the wrong one. It was design engrave. That's the one we want. And then if I start from up here, there we go down to there. Badong. Okay, good. And we can also build a door as well. That would be handy, wouldn't it? Nicely delineates the inside and outside of the barracks. Powerful architecture. And then once we've done that, we can put the beds in. Actually, you know what? Let's put the beds in now. I'm going to start the beds off here. Are we in planning mode? We are now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, crap. Alright, we've got 3 more beds to go in, but we won't do it until the floor's been engraved, because otherwise they'll never get round to it. They'll never get round to it. Okay, so, second barracks coming along nicely. I mean, we haven't actually assigned any weapons or armour to the uniform of the first barracks. So maybe it makes sense to try and remove... What can we wear under metal armour? Because we've got helm, breastplate, greaves, high boots, and gauntlets. Is there anything else we can add to that in a layer? Because I feel like if we can make some leather armour, that might be quite handy. Can we put a leather cap under a helm? Hang on, I'm going to do something very unusual for this stream, and it's going to bring forward accusations of kidnapping and replacement by pod people. But I'm going to type in DFWIKI into the Google search bar and look up armour. Here we go. Dwarf Fortress Wiki. Search Dwarf Fortress Wiki. Armour. There we go. Click, go to the page named Armour. That makes sense. Armour is protective equipment used to reduce/deflect damage during combat. It comes in a variety of individual pieces that work together to cover a dwarf. There is no suit of armour in the sense of a single piece of equipment. Each piece protects a certain area or areas of a dwarf, and different pieces might cover a different collection of areas. See coverage chart below. Okay. You can't put leather armour under a metal breastplate, but I think you can put a cap under a helm. Let's have a look. Oh, someone's done an actual really nice 3D render of a dwarf in armour. Oh my goodness. I love it. Oh, please do check out the Dwarf Fortress Wiki armour page. Very cool.
So, bodywear, legwear, footwear, handwear. So, gloves and mittens, gauntlets, chausses, high boots, low boots, sandals, shoes and socks. The coverage chart tells me, what bits are covered by what items, but doesn't tell me what can be worn with each other. You can put a leather hood over a helm. Okay. Maybe I should make up some leather hoods. That kind of makes sense, right? Armor, types of armor by location. A complete suit of armor consists of the following pieces, one cell from each column. Okay. So I can't put a mail shirt under a breastplate. Slightly annoying. Ah, well, never mind. Never mind. Away from the bloody wiki, you. Come on, scoundrel. Don't start behaving too out of character or people will get confused and upset. They might start fighting. You don't want chat to start fighting each other. That would be horrible. We can put beds in again now. That's lovely. Planning mode still on. So we've got 7, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. 10 of those. Do we need a weapon rack / armor stand for each dwarf? Do we? I don't think we do we? We just need the one to designate the room from. We'll do it anyway. Let's get an armor stand. There we go. Enter. Not like that. Armor stand, and then there we go. Lovely. Keep going down here. Get all those in place. Cantata. Then we need a weapon rack in planning mode. Bonk, bonk, gadonk, gadonk, diddly widdly wonk, a bonk, katonk, chonk. There we go. That's good. And then a table and a chair, perhaps. Screw it. Let's do it. Planning mode. Tables in. Bank, gadank. Stop this. Not these silly noises, scoundrel. Come on. Being a silly billy. Behave sensibly. You're a grown-up, and there are people watching. There are people watching on the internet. I mean, they're mad, but they're watching. And that's what counts. Right? That's what counts. There we go. Once all that furniture's in place, we can start thinking about making the stockpiles for the armour. Lovely. So, Zolak Scorpion Numbers wishes to reside in Cryptbeards for the purpose of eradicating monsters. Sure, join us for now. Join us for now. Hello, Victorian 222. Welcome back to the stream. Thanks for joining us. Back to the stream? I'm not sure. Welcome to the stream or back to the stream, but depending on which is correct. Thanks for joining us. Is the right hand of the side of the fort the edge of the map? It is Arctrek. Yeah, we can't go any further right. So this wall here is the very edge of the map. We can't go any further right than that. Some things are fitted. You can only have one fitted thing per body part. Helms and breastplates are fitted. Okay. Okay. You can have a leather hood over the top of a helm, but no cap underneath. That makes perfect sense. I'm not sure I like the idea of people going out in copper armour. Maybe we should already start replacing this with iron. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I shouldn't. Or should I? Oh god, it's too difficult. Let's look at the stockpile settings. Can I suddenly just change it to not take copper and only take iron? I'll take any metal armour. Okay. Interesting. So all I have to do is go in and take copper out of the metal list. And then we can start making other metal armours. Alright? Question mark. I will have to make separate stockpiles for the old copper armour to go into to get it out of the way, but it should be alright. You can put mail under a breastplate. Oh, okay. Maybe we should make some mail. It's fiddly because you have to dress the dwarves in order. Oh, okay. Not ideal then. Oh, excuse me. Hiccuping and burping. Like some kind of crude cretin. Okay, so the barracks are getting built slowly. Slowly but surely they're building up their furniture stockpile. It's not like we actually have dwarves to go in there for training, is it? Then again, we have dwarves in this squad and they don't seem to be training anyway. Let's have a look at their progress. How are they doing? If I go over to Dwarf Therapist now, let's see what we look like if we sort by squads.
Go over to the military screen, scroll down to the bottom here. So the Orbs of Fame. They're not really developing their skills, are they? Getting a little bit of discipline, but it's not what you would call fantastic development, is it? In fact, I would go as far as to say it's very, very slow. Very slow indeed. Let's get rid of that frozen camera. There we go. I've been avoiding making rooms near the edge of the map as I assume that you could not smooth and engrave the edge block. Well, now you know, you definitely can, because I've just done it. Look at all these engraved walls. Hooray. Oh wait, no, hang on, these are smooth. Oh god, all the engraving jobs didn't get done. Well, they did. That's weird. Well, how come this one's... Oh, it is detailed. But these are just smooth. What the funky dickens happened there? Let's try one more time. DE. Maybe I just need to... Okay, apparently that's all I needed to do. I just didn't designate them in the first place. Nothing to do with the edge of the map. It's fine. Okay, so that barracks is now a little bit smaller than this one, but I think it should be okay. I think it'll be fine. As long as the guys can get in there, they can train, right? That should be the thing. Can carve fortifications too, if you need to get rid of some water. Oh yes, that's a good point. If you've got water touching the edge of the map and you fortify those squares, it will just flow out of the map. Lovely. Easy to get rid of. Very simple, very straightforward. Oh look, our sad people have gone down by one. Hopefully that's because they cheered up and not because they died. Although, you know, chances are they died. We'll see how it goes. Right, have they got rid of all this rhyolite yet? D, B, D. They have. They dumped all the rhyolite, but they refilled the room. So what we'll do is we'll get rid of this. Do more dumping. There we go. And then go into the stock screen. Type in E. Type in wheelbarrow. And then Control N for no flags. Oh, lovely. There's nothing in the job. Brilliant. All we have to do is undump the wheelbarrows and we're away. Lovely. Also, let's click on here and change the maximum wheelbarrows to something less than 50, because look at the number of wheelbarrows in there. It's very confusing. And we don't actually have that many dwarves available to use 50 wheelbarrows at once. So let's take it down to 25. Let's halve it. See how it goes. Shouldn't be too bad, right? Shouldn't be too bad. Okay, so I'll hopefully start moving all that rhyolite into its relevant stockpiles nice and quickly, he says. I mean, there's a flurry of activity, so I'm guessing that's what they're doing, right? Hopefully we'll be able to get the rhyolite in the fortress under control, but I do seem to keep digging out rooms that are composed primarily of rhyolite. Like this here, look, rhyolite there. I've got a bit of microcline, but I mean, we're never going to fill the stockpile up on attempts to make microcline. Is that a vomit on the floor again? God damn it, who's been going outside? No obvious culprits here. Or maybe they just feel sick. I suppose that's a possibility, right? Oh, they probably went for wood, didn't they? I'm guessing somebody went down to chop some wood and now they're puking everywhere, right? Yeah, that's the guess. Let's check the wood stockpile. Oh, the wood stockpile's empty. Huh. Okay. Maybe they haven't been to the surface to get wood. Although, if I say DT and chop down these trees over here, they will definitely get some. There we go. Let's brace ourselves for a bit of sick in the corridors and hope that it doesn't happen. Although, I feel like that's very optimistic. It's almost certainly going to happen. Oh god, Jazz Hand's stuck in the broker's depot as well, isn't he? What do we do with you, Jazz Hands? Do we let you out? I'm gonna be a generous man, and I'm going to allow you to leave. Okay? So
Oh fuck, I've put in a little burrow square there, haven't I? Enter. How do I remove burrow? Is it R? There we go. R, erasing. There we go. Let's get rid of that square there. That's good. And then now we press C, and we'll find him wherever he is. Where are you, sir? Come on. Out you come, jazz hands. There you go. Don't need you back in there right now. You can get him into the fortress and do whatever it is you like doing. Socialising, drinking, sleeping, you know. All the good shit. I haven't killed any of my nobles, have I? Nope, we're okay. We've still got those we needed. Don't have a dungeon master or a hammerer, but whatever. Oh no, we did. We killed Charlie, didn't we? Charlie was one of our sad boys. Interesting. I wonder why he's still in charge of the military then. That doesn't make any sense. Can't have a dead man in charge of the military, can you? That feels like orders are going to become a little bit scarce, right? Generally a little bit of vitality is helpful. Then again, maybe I'm an idiot. Maybe I'm completely wrong. It's entirely possible. Okay, oh my goodness, it's 2:45 in the morning. I did actually go all the way till 3, and I fully intended to finish at least 1/4 hour ago. Heavens above. Sorry for the somewhat lackluster effort this evening, but like I say, a lack of sleep kind of hampered my ability to really power on in my usual sense. What a horrific disappointment. What a pure, unfettered tragedy for all of you involved. How sad. He says, sounding deeply insincere, but actually meaning it. Are these suspended? Why are you suspending my orders? Oh, they're not suspended because... Okay, they're planning mode. That's fine. They can be suspended. Everything's going to be fine, don't worry. It's good. What's 15 minutes in the larger scheme of things? I suppose you're right, Righteous. I suppose you're right. 15 minutes is nothing in the scale of the age of the universe. But, you know what? Tell me 15 minutes is nothing when you've woken up 15 minutes early in the morning. Then tell me 15 minutes is nothing. Then it's everything. Absolutely bloody everything. Oh my goodness. I'm in a daze right now. I'm in a daze. Mind you, if I get up to bed quick enough and get to sleep, maybe we'll get a stream tomorrow. It's no guarantees, but we'll see. Although, having said that, I'm also sort of now kind of in a state of unbreakable pottering. I'm sort of looking around the fortress going, well, what can I do? Is there anything I can set up to make things ready for next session? Just to make things a little bit more brisk. I mean, some kill orders for the sheep might be a good idea, right? Because we have got a lot of sheep knocking around. Mind you, we've got a lot of bloody birds as well, look. Will the snakes lay in the nest boxes? Or is that purely a bird thing? Is that how it works? Can you put nest boxes out for lizards as well as birds? Seems like it should and could work, but I don't want to make any guarantees there. Have they finished shifting all that rhyolite yet? No, there's still loads of it that's got to be moved. Come on, guys. Get on with the rhyolite shifting. It's taking forever. It's so slow. What can I do in terms of armour? Maybe I should set everybody up with a training uniform. It's just a helm. We did that before. It can get their skills up. Then again, they don't appear to be training at all, regardless of whether or not I give them armour or not. What could be causing the lack of training, I wonder? I mean, sure, if we put them training every month of the year, that might get some training going on, but it also drive them deep into depression. We need to give them a little bit of free time off. They're all sleeping in the barracks, which kind of means, like, you know, they're in there, they're doing what they're supposed to do, right? Then again, we haven't really supplied other bedrooms in any meaningful quantities, so maybe people are just going, oh, there's a room in the barracks, go and sleep in there. Get yourself some shut-eye. Could be the case. Part of me wants to dig a tunnel, like, round here and start doing more bedrooms down the back here, but that's a bit of a long way to path round, isn't it? Mind you, not as long as going all the way around the volcano. That's a bit shit as well. God damn it, I've beaten this up pretty badly, this little area, haven't I? What a fool. What a foolish fool. Did you go into that barracks and allocate training for that squad there? And have you made the squad active? I thought so. Right, let's find out. That's the barracks one, right? Orbs of Fame, correct one. Oh, fucking hell. Fuck's sake. No wonder they weren't training. I'd never told them to. I sort of set the schedule up and went, we'll activate it sooner or later. Probably later. Well done me. One more weapon rack and this barracks will be ready to receive its new squadron, which have yet to be picked. Then again, we don't exactly have a glittering array of combat-ready people to put in there, do we? It's a little bit, excuse me, it's a little bit paltry. I mean, maybe we'll get this one will be the blunt boys. This can be our hammer squad, and then we'll do axes and swords up here. That's the thing. I'm planning ahead. If we make them sword fighters, when we do get the adamantine, then that is the most effective use of adamantine in weapons. So maybe we do that. Oh, I don't know. It's difficult, isn't it? It's very difficult. Still, at least now we have full armour sets for these dwarves ready to go if they're needed in an emergency, even if those dwarves cannot use them. Which is a bit of a shame, but they are there. They're there. When we say make the squad active, did I do that a second ago? So if we say here, let's cancel the Okolot's manoeuvres. What's cancel? Capital O. No? Doesn't seem to want to cancel the station. Mind you, there's nobody in the squad, so you couldn't give the orders to anyone if you wanted to. We'll leave it as is. We'll leave it as is. Ah! The top barracks is ready. Excellent. Cooler SK. What is that lovely emote there? Let's hover over. Oh, it's a Kia. It's a lovely Kia. Except they're not lovely when they start nicking shit, are they? They're the worst when they start nicking shit. How do they do it as well? They've just got wings and a beak. Some of the stuff they nick is easily too big for them to carry. Go back to the squad again. This one? Is this correct? Select the active squad. Yeah. B. Doesn't seem to want to do anything. What about if I go to this one here? See, they've got no orders to cancel. Oh, A is the... Oh, you mean the squad that I want to train. Okay. Right. Not the one with the ordering for standing around underneath the smasher. I get you. I get you. View schedule. Schedule inactive. T. Okay, that one, I'm guessing. Are they going to actually train now? It's probably the wrong month for it, isn't it? Let's... Okay, we've got to wait 2 months before they start training. But hopefully that will start making things happen. Oh my goodness, I'm very excited by this. Positively tumescent. I should probably make a weapon stockpile for the other place, right? Let's make a sword stockpile. P. What's weapons? It's P. PP. How can I forget that a weapon stockpile is PP? Crazy fool. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we've got 10 weapon stockpile spaces there. I'm going to say, please don't use any bins. And I'm also going to go in and say, settings-wise, I am really only interested in swords. Long swords? It's short swords, isn't it? It's short swords. They're the ones that dwarves use. There you go. Just short swords, made of metal, and core quality. I don't want anything that isn't Mastercrafter or better. Mastercrafter. Mastercrafted or better. There we go. And then we should end up with some nice swords there. Just like we've got some nice hammers down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we're missing 3, but whatever. Screw you. Hey, screw you, buddy. Okay, so I don't think we've got any swords at the moment, have we? We might actually have some iron swords. I did put in an order for iron swords, but we'll see what that's like. Let's see how much steel I've got actually. Stocks. Go down to bars. There we go. 48 iron, 164 gold, 99 silver, 144 copper. Do I have any steel? 14 steel bars. Not ideal. Platinum bars though. That could be good. We could end up with some platinum hammers if we're really lucky with the moods. We've got a lot of lead knocking around. I feel like I need to use some of that up. And again, what are we going to make with it? It's pretty shit stuff, right? Oh dear. Oh, excuse me, little farty pants there. There's 3 places to set training, so 3 places to check if training isn't happening. The schedule, the barracks, and the squad. Okay. Okay, well, check that out then. Well, now they should start training. That shouldn't be a problem. But like I say, a couple of months. Oh, look, they've collected the hammers by the look of things. Or have they moved them? Where have they moved the hammers then? Have they been collected by the dwarves or? Question mark? What are you doing? Are you training? Captain of the Guard, Thicket Sack Sprinkles. Oh my god, your name! Your name! He's in an individual combat drill. Okay. What about this one? Are they sparring together? No, he's storing an item in a barrel. Very different. Very different. So hopefully they're just picking up whatever weapons they see fit to pick up. Oh god, we're going to get problems already, aren't we? I feel like we need to purge the fortress of any other forms of weapons that we don't need. Let me... Oh, okay, what we've got here? Here we've got a weapons stockpile. Okay, what's its settings? What are its settings? Tell me more, weapons stockpile. Divulge your secrets. Everything except masterwork and artifact weapons of all types and all metals go in there and are automatically allocated for melting. Great. Great. Should I turn the auto trade off now? I'm going to do it. I'm going to turn the auto trade off and hopefully there'll be some stuff brought down from the barracks or from the trading zone to get done. That's a weapons stockpile. What have we got in here? Any weapons that aren't made of stone? Okay, let's forbid. Let's forbid metal in here, so all the metal weapons go into the melting stockpile. Yeah, is that how it works? I'm hoping that's how it works. So click there and just check the bin. Anything in there? No. Anything in there? No. Okay, that's fine. There's a finished goods stockpile, furniture, just fish and food, finished goods. This one's a weapons stockpile. What's going in there? That's where the green glass blades are, isn't it? Yeah, serrated discs. That's cool. That's finished goods. Weapons. This should be the spiked balls, right? This one should definitely be the spiked balls. Oh, excuse my windy pops. Good lord. Why are the spiked balls not ending up in the trade depot? That's what I want to know. They should be going up there straight away. Refuse? What kind of refuse? Oh, it's supposed to be clothes, isn't it? Finished goods again. Food. Food. Okay, that's for the soap making pipeline. All's good there. They'll do combat drills until they've got a little bit of skill and then they'll start sparring. It might be easier to allocate individual weapons per person. I may do that. I may do that. When we get round to it then. Let's let them train for a little bit. Let them get some skills up. And then we'll see how it goes.
It looks like we've got a load of clothes sitting in these beds. 2 humped camel leather stuff and sheep wool dresses. God damn it. God damn it, dwarves. It looks like we've done all that rhyolite dumping again. Let's clear that out. Come on, more rhyolite to be dumped. Z, stocks, E, wheelbarrow, and then we've got a lot of forbidden shit here. So we'll deal with that. Shift D, Shift F, Shift D, Shift F, Shift D, Shift F, Shift D, Shift F. This is all very straightforward. I feel like I'm playing fucking Guitar Hero here. Boom, done. Lovely. Lots of wheelbarrows and lots of stuff unforbidden and taken out of the dumping zone. Freeing up another tranche of rhyolite to be moved. Still got a shitload over here though, haven't we? Yeah, rhyolite, rhyolite, rhyolite. Never-ending supplies of rhyolite. I'd remove individual choice and replace it with hammers. Okay, let's give that a crack then. S, no, not S, M. Orbs of Fame, equipment, no uniform. That's fine. If I press Shift W, and we'll say Warhammers. There we go. And then we come down here. Shift W. Warhammers. Shift W. Warhammers. Shift W. Warhammers. Warhammer. Warhammer. There we go. Shift W. We're getting there. We're getting there. Putting Warhammers on everybody's gear so they'll be ready to fight at a moment's notice. They won't be. They won't be ready. They won't be ready for a long time. But we'll get there. One day. Go. Good. Now everyone should theoretically train with Warhammers, right? Set up one dwarf and then press Shift U to apply to the whole squad. Fucking hell. Oh man, yeah, Total War 40k would be amazing. A chance to use Jimmy Space's Space Marines. Oh god, I wish I could watch more of Tom and Ben's Warhammer streams. I usually try and catch the bit at the beginning where they sort of browse through miniatures and talk about that kind of stuff, but as you know, it's like fucking epic length these days, isn't it? That's like they start like 8 o'clock and go on till nearly midnight. Yeah, so long. Ah dear. I've been enjoying them playing Grounded. Actually, I'm tempted to pick that up once it's out of early access, but for now, I'll just enjoy watching other people play it. I feel like it's not going to have the same problems that I had with Subnautica, because I left Subnautica until after I'd watched other people play it, and spoilers kind of ruined it. It spoiled it, if you will. Whereas I feel like Grounded's not going to have that problem. It's a goodie. It's a goodie. Also enjoying the Wheel of Warriors. That's been a really good one lately. Lots of mileage in the Wheel of Warriors, I think. Okay, so we've started to get our dwarves training, or at least we've set it up so it's possible for them to train. We've given them weapons to train with, so hopefully their Warhammer skills will increase. Warhammer! And we shall see some dividends being paid out soon. Let me check to see how the sword orders are going. High boots, gauntlets, blah blah blah, picks, copper balls, warhammers, helms and greaves. Nothing there. Short swords. Iron short swords. Now we don't appear to be making any of those, so I don't know what the deal with that is. Are we out of iron? I don't think we should be, should we? Maybe I should move to a different material. Maybe I should do copper short swords just to get them, just to train up the swordsmiths, right? Oh, it's difficult to say. Difficult to say, especially at 3 AM. you know what? We've reached the 3 a.m. mark. We've been going for 3 hours. I think I'm going to call it for tonight. I'm going to call it for tonight and then hopefully get enough sleep to do a daytime stream tomorrow. But we'll see. We'll see. First of all, though, save game. That's the most important thing, right? And second of all, over to the home screen. Da, 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 da. If you bear with me one moment, I'm going to try and fix the camera just for the ending here. Camera, webcam, deactivate, activate. Hey, let's do that. And it's frozen again. Fuck you, game. Game, fuck you, OBS. I'm in fact. Okay, working. There we go. That should be working now. Yeah? Good. It's working. Brilliant. Thank you very much for watching. It's been a genuine pleasure. I might raid somebody if you bear with me one moment. Do I have time to go through and check out who's available? Let's pause the Simon Swerver, have a little look. Oh my god, there's 192 people watching Dwarf Fortress. Blue Zest is streaming. That makes sense. That makes sense. Someone more competent that's definitely bringing the viewers. Yeah. And my camera's frozen again. Fuck you, camera. Arsehole. Okay. With that in mind, let's raid Blue Zest and we'll send you off on your way so you've got something to watch, shall we? /RAID space BLUEZEST TV. Ta-da! And it's working. Brilliant. Once again, thank you very much for watching. Apologies for the slightly substandard. I would rate this one 4 out of 10 stream. Hopefully, next time will be better. But the scheduled streams, as ever, are on Sunday nights, late night UK time, and Thursday nights, late night UK time. And I'm going to be attempting to do a load of extra daytime streams this week. Mainly Red Dead Redemption and Crusader Kings, but we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll even squeeze in a little bit of extra Dwarf Fortress. Who knows? Who knows? But regardless of what I end up doing then, it is now time for me to send you off to Blue Zest TV. I'm going to get it up on my phone, so I will be there for the beginning, but obviously I'm going to have to sidle off because it's 3 a.m. and I've got to get some sleep. Anyway, once again, thanks for watching. It's been a pleasure, and I'll see you on the other side. Be nice, and say hi to Blue Zest.